of disrespectful.
You gotta keep going.
Very an open-ended. Okay.
What happened now? Are we golden?
Ladies and gentlemen, now the moment you've all been waiting for.
You are now listening to the sounds of
You walk into this room at your own risk.
There's something going on here. We've got to take immediate advantage of it.
You're lucky to be here. Thank you, sir. Time is a precious thing. Never waste.
Accept it as a gift.
Not a future that will be, but one that might be.
We was on the road to destruction from the beginning.
Your kind is headed for extinction.
It's over. Everything starts from now.
And we have returned once again. Milk Crates and Microphones. Let me give you that beautiful picture. We are home on a Friday night doing the thing that we love to do. I am B-Sick Wonder Eye, Mr. Brandon F. Bomb Fry. With me as always, you know who he is. It's your boy, his boy, their boy, everybody's boy, Soldier's boy, plus the Suicide Boys and the Hype Boys and the Beastie Boys, Beach Boys, and all them boys.
Get loose, man. I'm here with a Friday night, and I'm ready to fucking go, man. I'm pumped. It's going to be a hell of a show. We got a killer guest. We got a lot of people, a lot of things going on. A lot of questions to be answered around here. A lot of things that haven't been talked about in a minute, so it's going to be good to catch up. And, you know what I mean? Just all around good to fucking be here.
Hell yeah. We're going to be answering all them what-ifs and what-nots. And if we don't get your questions answered, you know what to do. You call in. You come find us. You could call the phone line. That's not it. 209-376-1739.
There you go.
209-376-1739. You will see that right below us right here on the screen.
Tell 'em.
Before we get into anything else, let's get into the man to the left of me. You know who he is. He used to be in that seat from Now to Infinity. He used to be Triple Sig. He used to be JS3. He used to be Sig19. He used to be Uncle Sigo. Now, we like to call him Sig Justice.
Yo, what's good? TGIF. Happy Friday. I'm feeling funky. I'm feeling fresh. We're coming in hotter than that Roseanne and Eminem beef. You know how we do on a Friday night.
Hard.
Ooh, coming in super hot. Thank you so much if you're joining us on YouTube. Thank you so much. Go ahead and like, subscribe, leave a comment, do something that'll help us out, that helps that algorithm out.
Yep.
If you are watching us on YouTube, go check us out on Podbean, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Podcast, all those places you can find podcasts. You listen to the podcast. Just dropped 5 new episodes just today, so go check all those out.
Benjamin.
A lot of great content. And if you're listening to this on one of those, go check us out on YouTube. What are you doing? We got beautiful visuals,
Beautiful faces.
plenty of clips, smaller. I know our podcasts run a little bit long, usually in like that 2.5 hour range, but we have small 5-minute to 6-minute, 7-minute clips on YouTube. So go check all that out. Go check out all that fun stuff. Like it and help us out a little bit. I don't know how it helps, but it helps. And now we get into the main show. We do have a guest tonight. Around 7:30, we'll be talking to a local, right? Northern California?
Yeah, local from the Bay.
From the Bay Area. Someone that's been around for a little bit. He's been tapping in with us, and we love artists that tap in and watch our content and then keep up with us and, like, you know what I mean, reach out, and we have mad respect for dudes like that.
Yeah, we do.
He's somebody that's been riding that MCMP train, so we love this dude. Holding it down, Senor Gigio.
Yes, Gigio.
Yes,
So
sir.
we're very excited to talk to Senor Gigio. If you don't know who he is, go ahead and pause the podcast right now and go check him out.
Tune into him. You
Look
can find
him
him
up.
anywhere. You can find him on Spotify. You type in your YouTube. You're going to find him, man. You're going to find Senor
And
Gigio.
thank you. What'd you guys think? You just checked out his whole
Anyone-
his whole discography. Tell me how you feel
He's
about
amazing.
Anyone that Chuck D fucks around with, I fuck around with, and we fuck around with.
it. Hell yeah. So we're gonna fuck around with Senor Gigio in a little bit and be able to talk to him. I have fun saying that, Senor Gigio.
Yeah, sounds like it could be a wrestler.
Senor Gigio.
Yeah,
It sounds like a
Like a-
manager.
It's only a
Okay, yes.
Not an escort. What do they call him?
A valet?
Valet. Senor Gigio.
To me, it sounds like a Mexican vampire.
Ooh.
Signor Gigio.
The gay Dracula.
Oh, gee, the gay Dracula? Jesus Christ.
No, not Senior Gigio. I was just saying-
Jesus. Senior, no disrespect.
That's not to you. That was because we were watching.
Just because we were saying your name.
No, we were watching Protect Our Parks, and
Yep.
what's his fool had
Gay
gay
Dracula right on his
shirt.
shirt. He did.
So that made me laugh. Anyways,
pretty good.
we're going to do a little bit something that we like to do every single time we do a podcast. It is a staple. It is my favorite segment. It is your favorite segment. And it is something that we like to call This Week in Motherfucking Hip
Hip hop, hip it to the hip hop, and you don't stop. Rock it to the bang bang boogie up, jump the boogie up,
Can't
bang
afford
the
it.
boogie to
Get it.
biggie.
Do
I said
up,
hip
copyrighted,
hop,
copyrighted.
hip hop,
Fuck you
and
too.
you don't stop. Rock
Yo,
it to
here
the
we are.
bang bang boogie up, jump
My
the
boy's
boogie.
got a birthday motherfucking party starting tomorrow, February 1st. He's probably already celebrating tonight at midnight. He's probably already getting cranked up. It's Friday night. You know, it's his birthday, obviously. The man's already getting, I mean, come on.
Got a birthday coming up?
When
We
you're a
have
millionaire,
birthday.
when you're a billionaire, you're having your birthday any day you want. Your boy Antoine Andre Patan over here, born tomorrow, 75.
Nice.
Better known as professional name by Big Boy from Outkast.
Oh shit.
He's a record producer, American rapper, born from Savannah, Georgia, where the rest is his home. Raised in Atlanta, one of the half-South rappers from you-know-who.
Hold on, so he's turning 50 tomorrow? He was born in 75. He turns
Yeah.
50 tomorrow.
The Big 5-0.
Big 5-0.
Hey, give it up for the man 50 times around the
5-0.
sun. 50 times around the sun.
What do you do at 50, man? You've done it all already. What do you do at 50?
This is Andre, right?
Andre,
No,
this is Big Boy. This
Oh,
is just
excuse
Big
me,
Boy,
excuse
but
me.
his
Wait,
name
okay,
is Andre Patan.
Whoa,
Antoine.
Whoa,
That
time
threw me
out.
off. That threw me off.
Time out. We got to touch upon this first.
Antoine Andre Patan.
Okay, so his middle name's Andre.
Yes.
Okay, so
okay.
I don't think a lot of people touch upon the fact that we got two Andres and Outkast.
There you are. Legitimately, there's two Andres and Outkast.
Okay, Big Boy, go ahead. What you got?
Yeah, well, Andre 3000 is Andre Benjamin, as y'all know.
Oh yeah, Benji, my boy Benji. I like to
Well,
call him.
I was gonna say that. I mean, I guess if you're a big boy, you're not making flute albums at,
No,
50.
you're
But
not.
I love
No,
a
you're
good.
making
I
raw
love a
ass
good
hip-hop
flute-
music
I
is
love
what
a-
you're
hold on,
fucking
I love a
making.
good flute album, and I'm just hoping and praying. I've been praying for this Outkast reunion.
He's widely disregarded as one of the fucking best hip-hop duos of all time, greatest and most influential of all times. The duo achieved most critical acclaim and commercial success in the mid-90s and early 2000s, helping Southern hip-hop fucking rise.
I was at a Kings game. I think I've talked about it on the
Yep,
podcast.
you
but
called me that night.
I
You were
was-
there when
I
Big
was
Boy showed up.
At a Kings game, it was the day after Kobe died, and Kings did a great like memorial to Kobe because Lakers and Kings have a storied rivalry, especially during that Kobe era with like the Robert Horry 3-pointer to win the game and all that. Like their storied rivalry. So the Kings did a great job honoring Kobe. Neither here nor there, but at that game where they did the Kobe tribute. I kept seeing someone down on the court side, and I was like, "Who's that?" You know, when you see someone and you know there's someone, and you're like, "Who's that? Who's that over there?" And I kept seeing this guy down on the court side, and I'm like, "That's." I told my uncle, I'm like, "That's somebody. That's somebody." And I kept looking, and we were a little bit higher up, so you couldn't really tell exactly who it was, but you knew it was somebody.
Yeah.
Then halftime comes, and well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a halftime performance by legendary rapper,
Big
one half
Boy.
of Outkast,
Hell yeah.
Big Boy.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, no, we're in Sacramento. Big Boy's,
Yeah.
he's from the South. He's
Right.
he's
Hey,
Atlanta.
kid,
You know,
ATL,
if
right?
you're at a Hawks game,
the Dirty South.
then maybe you're gonna see a Big Boy performance.
Yep,
You
yep.
don't expect that when you're
At
in
the
Sacramento.
Sacramento Kings game.
I'm in Sacramento at the Kings game during Kobe tribute. We get a Big Boy performance, and he does like 4 or 5 songs, just his verses on some of the hits from Outkast, and then a solo
sick.
song, and it was
sick.
sick as fuck, bro.
That's
he
pretty
did sorry,
fucking
he
sick.
did everything, bro.
Yeah.
He did all the stuff that you want to hear.
Sorry, he's a he's a
All the
legend.
stuff you
He's a
want to
legend.
hear.
He's a legend.
He did. If you think about it, he did it.
Name a greater duo, a hip hop duo than Outkast.
Batman and Robin.
With two
They rap. Batman and Robin. Batman rap.
Gangstar and Primo.
Oh, no.
Or
Probably-
no,
no,
I
probably
mean
Gangstar.
Guru and Primo.
No, listen. A better rap hip hop
Rap.
duo. Two rappers.
Rap.
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 Mos Def and Talib.
We all know Andre is producing.
Mos Def and Talib,
Mos
Blackstar.
Def and Talib,
Yeah.
Blackstar.
Are they better than Outkast?
No, they'd say they're up there.
I said name it better.
They might be better.
Name it better.
They might be better.
I'm
No,
not gonna say,
you
I'm not
can't.
gonna put any
No,
funk
I'm
out there,
joking.
but I'm
I
gonna say
love-
they're 50-50.
I love
Ooh, Meth and
Blackstar,
Red.
Meth and
But
Red.
but are they better? I
No.
love both. But are they better than Outkast?
No.
I think Outkast is
They're different. They're different.
They're all different.
They're different.
And flowers to all of these dudes.
No,
but
flowers
think,
to everybody.
I think,
Outkast is the top of the top.
I think
Outkast is my favorite group.
I think Blackstar and Outkast are not the same, but they're more similar than not. When you talk about Meth and Red, I think that's just a totally different not a different genre, but like a different.
It's just another span of Wu-Tang, but in a smaller
And
genre.
Outkast,
in a way, I feel
Outkast
like.
was a group since day one. Meth and Red kind of became a group later after they've established themselves as solo
And I always
artists.
thought
right?
that Red.
Same with Blackstar.
I always thought Red was a part of Wu.
And I always told you
but
he
he
wasn't.
wasn't. I know. I always thought that as a kid. I'm like, is he part of the Wu?
Red?
But he was. Yeah, I always thought so.
No, he's a
Honorary
a Wu-Tang
An unofficial
affiliate.
Affiliate. Yes.
Yeah.
Strong
That being
affiliate.
said,
Let's get to Big Boy.
the song I want to play, I want to get West Savannah from the fucking 1998 album Aquemini. Let me get West Savannah. I mean, I just feel like I don't want to go too trendy. I don't want to go too much. I just want to play a little something that everybody like. They like.
Am I the only one that's completely done with Safari and just gone on to Google Chrome and using
I've
Google
been
Chrome
off
on my
I'm on.
phone?
I use the Zero. It's an O. It's called Opera. I use Opera.
Okay, shout out Opera.
Shout out Opera. It's very good. It's got a VPN.
Shout out to
all of
YouTube.
that stuff.
Please do not boot us off the air right away. We just want to play a little bit of this Outkast
we got
jam.
some things we got to play for the people.
We won't
Just
play the whole thing.
Give us a min. Give us a min.
We're not going to play the whole thing. We're only going to play the Big Boy verse. That's it.
Yep, we're not going to dance too hard. We're not going to dance too hard and act like we're getting away with something.
What was it
either.
again?
West Savannah from the Aquemini album, 1998. This is West Savannah featuring Big Boy from Outkast.
Well,
1998.
not featuring.
It is. You know what I mean?
This is
but
the
we're gonna
biggest
play.
of
We're
the
just going to play
boys.
that part.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
so
can do that or not.
Can you fast forward to 1
Is he the
minute?
first verse or
1
not?
minute and 36, please.
He might be the second verse, but
No, I'm kidding.
just let it go. Just let it go.
Oh man, here we go.
We'll know right away.
We'll know right away if we get flagged.
West Savannah.
No, he's the first verse. He's the
From
first verse.
Outkast.
He is. He is. Let it go. Turn it up. He is the first verse. No joke. All right, turn this up.
February 1st, 1975, it happened. Was born in West Savannah way before I started rapping. My mama had a nigga at the age of 15. My daddy was selling that sack, now he's got responsibility. Stayed at me granny's while me mammy was at work, and she couldn't watch my every move, so did I started serving around Fraser home, down in the West Side Projects, changing over food stamps and hitting a lick with snacks.
And that was West Savannah by Outkast.
I got a fresh white t-shirt and my cap is slightly pointed, he's so flying, afloating. Aroma's what I'm spoting. Sade is in my tape deck. I'm moving in slow motion. Why? So meet me deep in the streets. That's where I learned the capers. I'm slicking blunt, slicking leave.
Off in the
papers.
papers.
I'm slightly slouching the teeth off in my bucket, but the niggas around the Ave and the hoes,
They love it.
They wanna be me and my family too.
Sick bit crippin' tonight, huh? Remember last time he was out here, he was big fucking bloodin'.
Yep.
Now he's
Chris
crippin'.
Lewin.
Now he's crippin'.
Got a rep.
What up, cut?
Let me get lovely with my sir because I'm true to this shit. And if you coming with $8, you should oughta look because the West Side is taking no shots.
West Savannah by Outkast.
Yo,
So hard.
I used to rock Outkast clothing back in the day. Super hard. I don't think you can find that anymore.
Legit Outkast.
Legit Outkast clothing.
Where'd you get it at? Ross?
Yeah, I'd be fucking getting it from Ross.
I remember you're a Ross guy. You're a big Ross guy back in
get
the
that
days.
FUBU,
Yeah,
you
you
get
get
that
Puma, you got the
Echo.
FUBU, the
I
Echo.
rocked it all. I
Mecca,
rocked
the
it all.
Mecca. I remember this guy's a Mecca guy
Yeah,
too.
even the Sean John, a little
Yeah,
Rockaware.
you rock Rocka?
I rocked everything back in the day.
He was a hip hop.
If it was shiny, I was rocking it.
He into the shark color pants. He wore the shark colors.
I wore everything, but the Outkast clothing was dope,
Let
bro.
me look that up. Let me look at some Outkast clothing right now. Let's check those out.
I mean, they were big on having the O with the wings. Was kind of their main thing.
It's
cool. It's a good logo. It's a good logo.
I like
Yeah, yeah.
that. Oh,
Yeah, I stamped that.
Shout
I
out
mean,
to
we've
Outkast.
already stamped that, but we've also gone through an entire Outkast album. We did AT Aliens, and I came out of it, like, going into it, I've said this before, I thought Andre 3000 was, obviously, he's one of my top 10 rappers of all time.
We did Aquemini, I want to say.
Did we? I thought we did AT Aliens.
We did Aquemini.
Okay, well, we did Aquemini. Anyways,
Yeah.
So this is, if you haven't seen the Outcast clothing, this is what it looks like.
Yeah, of
It's all
course.
lingerie. It's all lingerie. The man's wearing lingerie.
You forgot the K.
Good God.
As you're knocking stuff
I know.
over.
I had the K in it, and it's still
I told
giving
you.
the lingerie.
I said if it was shiny, I was
son of a
rocking it.
bitch.
The man is rocking the shiny clothes.
I heard you're still rocking Outcast today. Let's see it.
Good
Let's see
God.
it.
That's only at home.
The man wears that late night.
That's only at home.
Oh man, that's so good.
Yeah. Hey, but I you been watching any Drink Champs lately?
No, I mean I have been, but I mean obviously I thought I watched a new one when I watched the Talib and fucking what's it called, but I guess it was just a reboot.
That's a reboot extended version. I did check out almost the whole thing of the Third Base episode. I think that's
How
the
was that
most
one?
recent episode. It's good. I like it. For one, I like MC Search and Pete Nice. I mean, I like Third Base.
Lately, I just can't get into any podcast. I'm so I dipped back into the old church of what's happening. I've dipped back into all the old Joeys.
Yeah.
And they're amazing. And I'm so dived in and I'm so invested. I've watched them like habitually now.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like Joe's bringing in all these guys
Yeah.
that are just snooze fest. There ain't nothing lately that I like. Mr. Ballin's not throwing any heat. All his stories are
Mr.
legitimately
Ballin lost the fastball.
running into all his other stories. All the stories sound the same now.
Listen. I was just watching this new one this week, and I thought it was probably his best episode he's put up in a while. But at the same time, I was thinking to myself, this guy is losing his fastball because
He's extending himself too far.
you know what happened was, did you see the compilation he put out maybe 2 weeks ago? He put out a compilation.
Yeah, with like 5 stories.
and it had
Yeah.
stories from like back in the day. When
Yeah.
He was still.
And those were good. There was some good ones in there, and I go, he's missing out doing them like this without
You know
so
what
many
it is?
details.
Not
There's too
just-
much details.
It's not the details. Also, I think somebody told him, like, I love the way you talk with your hands. And then now he just fucking, everything is fucking talking
Yeah.
with his hands, and he's doing too much.
Very
if you watch the old
animated.
shit, it's a little bit more toned down a little
Yeah.
bit. He still talks with his hands, but it's a little toned down.
Yeah.
And then also,
I think he's spreading himself too thin, too. Like, he's trying to
too
sell
much.
himself.
There's too much going on. He's got the podcast,
The clothing.
He has
he has
his
5 different
network.
shows now. He has
Yeah.
5 different
Yeah.
shows. And I just feel he's trying to do a live show now. I'm like, you're doing too
Yeah.
much, Ballin. Get back to what you were doing.
Well, that's what happens when you start balling.
Did you watch the new Y-Files? Even they're out of touch now. Y-Files isn't even getting my interest anymore. About the guy that got struck by lightning
I
and he got
started. That was pretty
transformed
good. That
into
was
somewhere.
good. That was
That's one of the best ones he's had lately. But lately he's been losing his touch.
The problem is with Y-Files now is he's using way too much AI and doing too much
Yep.
AI video.
A lot, and
Before
they don't look
it wasn't
good.
like that.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
You know, these are channels that I was super high on. You know, like
yeah, they're great shows.
I
Great
found
shows.
Y-Files when it was kind of big, but Ballin, I found Ballin when he was still in like the 60,000s. Like
Yeah.
I was watching Ballin.
He's huge now.
Those things so long ago, and I think that when you do that, when you're with somebody that long, just like music too, you when the new stuff comes out, you're like, I wish it was the old stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
exactly.
And I just think that that's kind of the case with all types of.
I like balling still.
Art form.
I'll still mess with balling.
I still mess with you
a lot.
I still watch every video. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
still
do
do. Actually, you know what I
You
do
can't.
more now.
They're not all gonna be a fire.
You know what I do more now than ever though is I'll skip a bunch. I'll wait like a couple months and then I'll go back and just watch like 3 or 4 of them and kind of pick the ones that I like.
I've been watching this story, like this guy. It's called The Void, and they go into the dark side of 4chan, the darker side of 4chan, the darkest side of 4chan, and it's just
4chan.
crazy stories on crazy stories. Like this guy on 4chan was,
Which is like Reddit, right?
well, 4chan you could be anonymous on, so you can get on and just do whatever you want on 4chan and not make an account, so it can never be traced back to you. That's the best thing about 4chan. So people are getting on 4chan, and there was a story about this guy being like, anybody want to make at-home crystals? You can make crystals with at-home, not appliances, but at-home things under the sink. What do they call that? At-home
Cleaning supplies?
supplies you have at home. So the guy's like, you mix this and this and this, and then you blow through it with the straw, and then it makes crystallizes for you. Then you got these crystals, and you can save them and you can use them. So pretty much, people went out and started doing this. He was really giving them a recipe for mustard gas.
Ooh.
So people were at home in
Interesting.
their house doing this, and they were dying.
Well, see, there
And
you
he
go.
wanted him to use the straw to get close to it enough to when he blows, you get the exhale of the inhale. You know what I mean? When you're, 'cause you're that close to it, and then you die from it.
That's why you don't mess around with recipes
Off the
online
internet.
that
But
you
what I'm saying
made
is-
by an anonymous.
There was
guy.
hella people who did it, and people were like, I'm sick. Why would you tell me to do that? All this crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying is on 4chan, it gets dark, and it's anonymous, and
For sure.
it's
Okay.
crazy. And so that's what this website, that's what that Void talks about.
Void.
Like, the Void has a lot of
That's on
crazy stories. It's on
YouTube?
YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's crazy stories I'm onto that now lately. The Void's really good.
I'll check out The Void. Shout out to Professor Gable for tuning in. Thank you so much.
Sir.
Hey, go check out Wine Tasting if you haven't. The new track by Gable. I think he just dropped a brand new video that goes along with it.
And feel free to call in later, Gable. Feel free to call in around 8 o'clock tonight, Gable. If you're around hanging out. The number's on there. I typed it in there for you, Gable. 376-1739. Feel free to call in around 8 o'clock tonight. Call in, bullshit with us. We'd love to hang out with
What
you.
I like about Drink Champs and this episode in particular, I mean, you learn about like some prominent hip hop artists that were heavily involved with the game and the scene and the history of it, and how much influence they had on like other like
during the third base
underground,
Okay.
independent artists. You know, like Pete Nice from Third Base, kind of introduced Cage to everybody. He put Cage on his solo album. And
Crazy.
That was Cage's first album, studio album that he was featured on.
That's way before the beef, huh?
Did they beef?
No, with him and Eminem.
Oh yes. It's got to be before.
What
the
year?
beef.
What year did Cage emerge?
I mean, let's see.
93, 92.
No, 98.
I mean, well, Agent Orange, he was on Dust to Dust in 1993. Okay, but
Good call, Matt.
But Pete Nice
Matt with
knew
a
him
dub.
before that. I guess
Matt with a dub.
I think he lived in his building. He said. He would just come across him. But
Don't hide from the camera, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
You know.
Where's Ashtray?
And then they were involved with nonfiction heavily. That was more MC Search, you know, kind of had a lot to do with nonfiction.
Shout out to nonfiction.
In the early days. Yeah, I mean, super. I don't know if you even want to call them underrated. Cause,
Nonfiction?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just underground, you know.
And they don't
I think everyone in the underground is underrated. Like any really talented group or artist in the underground is underrated, right?
Yeah.
That's why they're underground.
And they only had what, like 2 albums? I mean,
but they're fucking legendary.
Yes,
I seen
for
them,
sure.
Seen them at the Catalyst, dude, and one of the coolest live shows you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. So did I. I saw Nonfiction, and they were on tour with Hieroglyphics, bro. It was one of the best shows ever. And
show that I saw.
And OC, a fucking legend in his own right, opened up. And it was just, man, so dope, bro. But one other thing from that episode, it was like a trivia question. Who is the only white rapper to get in the studio and do a track with the Notorious B.I.G.?
Ooh.
Can you think of who it could be?
Everlast?
Who's
white rapper?
It has to be somebody from Third Base.
No, it has to be somebody from the East Coast.
A little hint. All flows reach out. That's the one hint that you'll get.
All flows reach out. Oh no way! He did it with fucking.
With Afro?
No, not with Afro. With fucking
Who you got?
Afro's dude. Afro's fucking guy that.
Yeah, his mentor.
His mentor. Thank you.
What's his name?
R.A. the Rugged Man.
R.A. the Rugged Man, the only
Did a
white
song
rapper. Yes.
Where?
Did a track
Where?
with the Notorious B.I.G.
Let's see this. I gotta
Put it
see
on.
this.
Put it
I
on.
gotta see this.
And it is a quite raunchy song, if I might say. But
Raunchy is foul?
well, yeah. I mean, for sure. It's
hear this.
it's fairly foul. It's called Cunt Renaissance.
Okay.
Here it is. We're gonna listen to it right now.
Renaissance.
And this was featured on R.A.'s one of his albums. But yeah, the only white rapper to get in the studio is Biggie.
Down to the asshole. Ain't no dick like the one I got. Big rip the twat in the basement, a weed spot. Even vacant lots. Bitches know the speed on the P-U-S-S-Y. You suggest I take it out the anal. Fucking biggest fatal. Dangerous. You should see me swing the Jimmy. And when the Henny's in me, I'm fucking green bitches like Kirk when the cum spurts. I'm out, bitch. You know what I'm about, bitch. Hit them, quit them, forget them. Fist fuck them.
I know this isn't a song review, but I gotta say this. One thing that I've always loved about Biggie's flow was that
So smooth.
Not just that. He'll cut your shit off. Like he'll be like, oh, he's on this like path. Like I'm on shot. Got you on the cops. Everybody's on the top. Now you gotta suck it. And he like just cuts off this rhyme and goes to a totally different rhyme. And you're just like, oh my god! And he does it like you would think that it would fuck the whole flow up,
yeah.
but it's so good. It's like Like, he's the only person that can redirect
He
you
sells it, he sells
off
it.
of a flow. Like, listen to his rhymes, and you'll be like, you'll be on like a good path, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a good.
Before we go
and
any
then you'll
further,
just switch it up.
He knew what he was doing.
Oh, dude, he's so good.
Was he gay?
No.
All that Diddy shit came out. Was he gay?
No.
Siggy.
I don't think he was gay.
Sometimes
he was
hey,
with the little.
We do have
K.I.M.
this saying
Kim.
here, and the saying
Right.
that goes around the world is you suck
faith.
one dick, you're not known as a fucking rapper.
No. You fix 1,000 TVs, you're a TV
No.
repairman.
It started like
You
this.
suck one dick, you're a dick sucker.
Yeah, for the rest of your life.
Left of your
Always
life.
known as a dick.
He was not a gay vampire. All right.
Alright, here
He
we
was
go.
married to Faith Evans. Was with Little Kim. I mean, come on. He was got to do as a player.
The man fix 1,000 TVs. What you're telling me right now?
Lips red like Tabasco. A little
Lips red like Tabasco.
Let me fuck you from behind seat. The ass shake, big break holes, torsos. Gotta go see your groupies at my next show. Big rip the twat. I rip your cunt out with spoon. Asshole. Big rip the twat. I rip your cunt out with spoon. Asshole. We're moving over, it's the cunt renaissance, the cunt renaissance. So you can get that shit off my dick after I fuck you in your asses. I was born in special ed classes. I'm about to do with O.J. Simpson on them. They think they slip when they be pimping. When I put my dick in, they be shitting. I rip your cuts out with spoons. I make you feel pain like virgins on honeymoons. I make ill tunes. The hairy fat slob, I glorify gluttony. But ugly, only ugly bitches be fucking me. Now get your dick in, just working, baby. In association with dirty, crusty asses. I can't eliminate any matter when I get splatter. Makes the blood out my feet and nose are splatter from my bladder. Pregnant bitch, you get kicked in the belly. So fuck all them hookers who had beef with Argonelli. Check the studio's Insta, rockin' real. Big rip the twat. I rip your cuts out with spoons.
I like that combo. Biggie and Lil Ray.
That motherfucker's going.
Damn. Who would have ever thought? I would have never thought
Hard.
that would be a. But I mean, you know, R.A.'s a New York dude.
Yeah, and Biggie knew who was hot and who had it and who could get into the studio with him.
Isn't it crazy thing like he heard that like word of mouth? It wasn't like internet. It
Remember-
wasn't like cell phone. Nobody
Right.
like texted him the song. Right.
Right.
Like, check this fool out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody sent him a link.
Right.
That full word of mouth. And then you hear like word of mouth traveled way faster than internet, they say back in the day.
Yeah.
You believe that?
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to know exactly how the interaction happened or how it started, but you can almost guess or probably put your money on the fact that that R.A. was probably opening up for a show for Biggie at a show somewhere in New York or Queens or some shit and ran up on him like, hey, yo, you know, blah, 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 I got this. And fucking Biggie saw the talent, like you said.
Right.
Biggie obviously knows when a motherfucker has got it or he doesn't.
Right.
And
Get
so
this.
so he's able to look at this fool and watch his performance and be like, yeah, I want to get on a
hell
track
yeah,
with this
hell yeah.
fool.
Right.
So let me ask you this though. How do you think breakdancing even came about?
Breakdancing?
No, I mean like who do you think the first fucking guy to like make a couple moves?
That came out of left field.
No, because you're talking word of mouth. Word of mouth. The guy at his garage started popping, and then word of mouth, homie was like, "You got to see this," and then somebody else, "You got to see this."
No,
and
you're
then-
you're asking like how did jazz
no,
start,
but you know what I
or
mean.
how
No, it's
did-
like
how does anything start?
How do you
bro?
get
Well,
that
here you
going?
go. This is what it says when you just type it in. Breakdancing originated in New York City during the late 1960s and early 70s, incorporating moves from a variety of sources, including martial arts and gymnastics.
Now I've opened up the
Combining
questions.
martial arts and gymnastics to create breakdancing.
Good.
And
This
I
is-
can
now that we're here,
1000% see that.
and I just wanna-
because some of the
I just
best
wanted to get your mind working.
some of the best breakdancers
didn't
in
know-
the world are Asians.
I just wanted to get your mind working. That's while we're at it. I just want to get your mind moving because.
I mean, are you saying all Asians are martial artists?
Oh goodness!
What do you?
I'm not saying all Asians are martial artists.
Or
but
all
I'm saying
martial artists.
I'm not
artists
saying
are
all
Asian.
martial, and I'm not saying
You didn't
all
know.
martial
You didn't know
artists
Bruce
are
Lee was a
breakdancers.
b-boy. Bruce Lee was a.
What he's saying is not all Asians are martial
But
artists,
who's
but
the best
martial artists are Asians.
Who's the best martial artist?
Asians?
And
Jackie
who's the
Chan?
best breakdancers?
Jackie Chan.
Asians.
Okay,
And
how
so
about
you
this?
put that
Chuck
together, that
Norris.
makes sense.
I just want you to know this real quick. I just
Chuck
want
Norris get knocked out by Bruce Lee.
any day.
Probably so.
Jackie Chan too. I just want you. Jackie Chan fucks fools up. I just want you to. I've been watching Jackie Chan's. I've been on the run on the Jackie Chan's lately. He's a killer.
blooper reel.
Yo, they
Fuck
got a
people
new
up.
He's like the
a new
Asian
Karate Kid
007.
coming out. Did you know there's a new Karate Kid? Jackie Chan meets the old Karate Kid.
I just want you to answer
Well,
this.
you know Jackie Chan already played the old guy in fucking the Jada Smith one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing this one. It's combining both
Can you do me-
almost.
Do me a favor.
The worst? You think it's the worst? Well, you never got into Cobra Kai.
Answer me this.
I like Cobra Kai. It's a little little bit of a kid show.
If their names were Cliff and Claire Huxtable, why the fuck was the show called The Cosbys?
Yeah, I know. I have thought about this. Well, because Bill Cosby, he.
Why though?
They were.
I
all,
know.
They were all.
I know he made the show, Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
But why, if they're Claire and Cliff Huxtable, why is the show called The fucking Cosbys?
You know,
there is no Cosbys in the show. There's no Bill. There's no fucking. His son's name is fucking what right now for $1 million. What's his son's name?
Here's my question: have you been watching the Cosbys?
I have watched the Cosbys.
Bill Cosby is a sick bastard.
It's a good show.
And that guy, I'm
It's a good
sorry.
show. It's a good show. Back in the day when I was a kid, it was a good show.
Bill's, I gotta say, he's dead to me.
He's dead. But what I'm saying is, though, who, why, and why, when, why, what, if, and why would they call the show The Cosbys if they're the Huxtables? Why wouldn't they just call it The Huxtables?
I don't know. Good question. Because I mean, you look it up, it says because it was Bill Cosby's show.
That's bullshit. That's garbage. They should have been smarter than that. They should have been smarter than that. So, anyways,
yeah.
What have you been doing lately? What's been going on? Did you take the chance to watch that movie I told you to watch? I watched The Substance.
No, well,
it's amazing.
My deal was if you watch Interstellar,
I watched it.
You did not. Don't lie to me.
So good. I blew my socks off. My socks are still off.
We would have got
you would have got the call. You would have got the
or
call.
a call
Yes,
if you
would've
watch
got
it
the call.
because it is so good. That's what it'll do to you. And,
Is it that good?
And look, on this note, it's not a sad movie like you think. It's an emotional
I just
ride.
don't want to get going.
And it's
then
okay
just
to get
let
a
me
little
down.
emotional.
I just
when
don't
you-
want to get let
No,
down.
it's a good
you know?
ending.
It's a good ending?
Yes.
Everything's good?
I think so.
Everything settles in the end?
No one. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but it's a good ending.
Okay.
The movie is 10 years old plus now. Check it out.
Can you believe that we're in 2025?
And January's the last day of January.
Oh, I know. Can you believe that? We're already
It's
like
amazing.
moving that fast. And I was telling my daughter today when I went on a walk with her today, we went to walk in the rain, and I go, "You're going to be 5 years old today, or
Wow.
this year." And she's like, she looked at me, I know, and I go, but.
And I heard you say how old your other one is now. It's just weird how
Time's moving,
time
and then I'm telling
flies.
myself, I go, as fast as this month went by, her birthday will be here before you know it.
I'll be 39 this year.
You're going to be an old man.
What do you think about ASAP Rocky turning down a plea deal?
Getting arrested, and now he's going to jail. He's going to do a big time.
Well, now he's facing 24 years.
He's gonna do big time.
He could have did a plea deal. I don't know how long the deal was for.
So you're telling me she's single?
Rihanna?
Yeah. All that forehead is ready to move on, huh?
Right. I mean,
all that forehead's ready to roll.
People
huh?
revere Rihanna as one of the hottest females out there.
Never. No, I don't think so. I think
a lot of people do.
She's a good-looking chick, but
She's
her forehead's
good-looking.
huge.
Yeah. Not everyone has a perfect forehead. Some people have a 5-head. That's okay.
Well, so what's he going to jail for? He shot Aesop.
Yeah, one of his buddies.
What is his name though? Aesop Cigaro or Aesop something like. He shot his buddy Aesop Asbeck or something like that. Who did he shoot?
Sounds like you know a lot about the situation.
Well, I don't
know.
know.
But he did though. I know that he shot another ASAP guy, and I know he's doing 20
Was it
plus years.
Aesop or ASAP?
ASAP.
You said both of them, though.
He shot another ASAP guy, and I know that for sure.
Asaparelli.
Asaparelli, that's right. And he's going to do 20 years. And Rihanna's
Well, 24.
single.
He's facing 24 years. He could have did a plea bargain.
Got what, 15? 10?
I think it was a lot less. Maybe 5 or something like that.
You don't want to do any time in prison. Years are long, dude. I got a buddy he was supposed to do a few months.
Okay,
now
so
he's
look,
doing 2
here's the
years.
plea deal.
It's
He
not
could
a
have
good
served.
deal.
Let's look at this. Listen to the plea deal.
Give it to me.
He could have allegedly only served 6 months in jail and a 7-year suspended sentence and 3 years of probation. So 6 months in jail alongside a 7-year suspended sentence. I don't know what a suspended sentence is exactly.
That means they're going to register it for later. He'll do some now and some later.
Okay, so
he was having a good deal. It's a rich guy
it
deal.
sounds like a good deal.
Sounds like a rich
He
guy
wouldn't
deal.
have done 7. He probably would have done 3.
He probably would have
if
done an ankle
anything.
bracelet, a month or two, and then
Yeah,
ankle bracelet
I
for the
mean,
rest, and then he would have been chilling.
Is he just going for the young thug type of
Thug's done.
case?
Dude. I think Thug's done.
Well, he's free now, right?
No, Young Thug's still in jail.
Is he in jail?
Yeah,
I thought
for
he.
sure.
I thought
Young
he.
Thug's still in jail. That fool's not getting out for who knows when, bro. That fool, the guy buried. They put him under the jail. They put that guy under the jail. The jail's on top of him, man. I hate to say that. I don't want to talk.
This guy sounds like he's in a bad spot.
He's in a bad position. I mean, he's a rock in the hard rock space.
Sounds like someone I know. Someone that's been a guest on this show.
Might be
Alumni
yeah,
guest on this show.
A rock and a rock, man. The
You
guy
know,
knows. You won't get away from that guy. You gotta watch out for that guy. So am I right?
Well, he's been released. He's been released from prison.
He's been released.
Yes.
Where?
You're tripping. You haven't caught.
I'm not on it.
Yeah,
Where's he at?
This is back in October.
So he's at home.
He was released from prison after he accepted a plea deal. I think the plea deal is just 15 years of probation.
15? What a lawyer! 15 years of ankle bracelet?
No, not ankle bracelet.
There's
probation.
some ankle probably involved in
where
that.
you use your dog's urine to pass a drug
What's
test.
the longest anybody's ever been on ankle bracelet? I'm gonna check that
I don't
out.
know.
There
But
has to be years of ankle bracelet.
So no, he's not done. He's been freed.
How come he's not making no
He
music?
took this deal. I don't know. Who's to say he hasn't?
I don't see nothing new from him.
I haven't looked any up.
Nothing new.
But yeah, he's free. Did you see who Murs is going on tour with?
I did not.
Cindy Crawford. No, Madonna.
It's just interesting.
Madonna, right?
This is Murs' last tour.
Sydney,
ever.
He's doing a fitness tour.
Doing a fitness tour with Madonna and Cindy Crawford.
Last tour ever. He's going on tour with. It's Murs, and who is opening up for him?
Who's opening up?
Platinum Max Caster.
Shut the fuck my life.
What do you think about that?
Shut the fuck.
If
my
you don't
life.
know who Platinum Max Caster is,
time out.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck my life.
And I think,
fuck no.
Give it to me.
I think it's dope.
You think it's dope?
I think it's super dope.
I think it's horrible. I think it's bad for business. I think it's bad for everybody involved.
You heard it here. You heard it first.
Hold on.
I think this is exactly why. This is what are we doing, dude? Murs, come on.
And now we're being joined by. Hold on. Here's Platinum Max Caster to talk about the tour.
No, but it's not that. It's just like Murs. If this is really his last tour,
Keep digging
there's
yourself
so
a
many.
grave,
No,
Murs.
listen. There's so many people that he has collabed with.
Yeah.
That would be great
Yeah.
opening acts, or people that are in LA, or people that you know that he works with.
He's going
would be a
around the
great
nation.
open fucking act that would really help.
Who would you
them
wanna
out,
see him with?
That would really pass the torch and
Okay.
be like, "Here you go. I'm Murs.
And
I'm done touring. This is the torch. You're going to be a headliner now."
And that torch doesn't get passed to Platinum
No,
Max
because
Caster?
he's not. He's focused on being a wrestler.
Whoa,
he's not
hold on.
focused on being a rapper.
Have you seen his update? He
What?
has split up from
I
his
get
tag
it.
team.
The gay guy.
There's a lot of gay stuff in this episode.
Wait a minute. What are we talking about right now?
That's true.
tonight.
That's a true thing.
Yeah.
His partner.
But that has nothing to do with the
Wait a minute.
story.
Murs is gay?
No, not
has
Murs.
nothing to do with the story.
Oh, I was like, Murs
Max Caster's partner. What's his name?
Yeah, I can't even think of the tag team. What's the tag team's
Who
name?
the fuck is his partner?
Acclaimed. The Acclaimed.
The Acclaimed. Max Caster, he comes out and raps on the mic every time and
It's
does a
not
mic
good.
drop.
It's not good.
And this is why it makes sense. Murs is a huge wrestling fan, a big wrestling mark, and
So how fucking
loves AEW. And
that's the problem right there.
And he is friends with Platinum Max behind the scenes.
Is
They're
Murs
they're
done or
homies.
what? Are you trying to tell me Murs is done or not? Because I've been telling you this for years.
According to
I've done this for
Murs,
years,
this
Murs
is
is done.
he's calling this the last run.
I don't think
All right,
it-
this is the last
this
run.
is the last
You got any
jog.
raps by
Call it the
Platinum Max
last
you can put on
jog.
there?
I'm trying to find something, but there's really nothing.
I see something up there.
Nah, there's just all the intro shit. That
Let's
he's
hear
done.
the intro. Let's hear, these are John Cena type bars that Cena used. Similar that Cena used to spit when he was coming out to the ring back as the doctor of thugonomics.
Cena would fucking eat this fool up in a battle.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
And on that note, Cena is in a Murs track as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
yeah. I mean, this is not a new thing for Murs. He
Here
has
you go.
collabed
Here's his
with a
best
number.
rap moments.
Who is this?
Max.
This is Platinum Max Caster.
Top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Everybody saying
So hard.
Sonny Kiss, you losing to Acclaim tonight, cause you can't get on TV to save your life. Woo! I'm leaving with my hand raised up. You got silicone in your pancake butt.
Oh!
Where's that jelly? Looking like Plank from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Oh!
Wow. I'ma bend your knees like the shmoney dance. Man, you couldn't get laid at the bunny ranch. Your girl told me that you such a bitch. I'ma put you on the shelf like your brother is. Honestly, I had something to say, but somebody made me sign an NDA. Don't be mad at me, bro, cause you only known for your wife's reality show.
Yeah.
And you should eat some
What's it look like?
Look at Bowen's arms, they're bigger than your legs. I'ma put
Bowen
you in
is
the poverty
made from a
dog,
bone.
cause I ain't careers quicker than your father-in-law.
Tell me you don't want to hear that mistake. Yo, hey, scissor me, bro.
No.
Hey, yo,
Scissor me, bro.
No, absolutely.
Scissor me timbers.
So we saw these guys, Matt, when we went to that wrestling match out there in Sacramento.
We've seen the wrestlers.
And they're the gay guys that were doing the scissors. They're scissoring each other.
Hold on, they're not the gay guys.
They're gay guys.
One guy happens to be gay.
Really gay.
Platinum Max Caster.
Like gay in real life?
Is not gay.
And guess what? This wouldn't
Wait,
be
wait,
a
wait,
thing
that's not
if
a
he
problem, but
didn't
he's
make
gay
it
in
a
real
thing.
life, right,
I
bro?
wouldn't be saying that that's part of the identity
Well,
if he didn't make it part of his identity.
personally, I don't care
It's
about
not me
that.
that was
Whatever-
making it his
whatever you got-
identity.
hey.
He was. So I'm just stating the facts that are obvious.
Whatever your guys' beliefs are, don't and not part of your beliefs. So
Yeah,
just
they
put me
don't
out of this.
They don't reflect on milk.
Yeah, don't reflect
milk
on-
crates
don't
and
reflect on-
microphones.
No, they definitely
opinions.
reflect on milk crates and
God damn it!
I'll
Whatever
say
you
this.
got, I have nothing. I don't even know this guy.
I'm gonna do this. A double stamp for Platinum Max Caster. I'm a fan.
From behind the
I've been a
back, huh?
fan.
Double behind the back stamp.
And I want to go to one of these shows to see Platinum Max open up for Merce.
I double tramp
on the
stamp that
last
too.
run.
Double tramp stamp it.
Would you wear a scissor me shirt?
Oh, please. Scissor me, daddy.
Oh,
You'd wear one of those.
Scissor
huh?
me, ass daddy.
Whoa!
They have
good
that shirt.
God,
They have
good
the shirt.
God!
What?
Good God!
What's wrong? I mean, it's a great tee.
Let me see this tee. Let me pull a tee up real quick for you.
it
Yeah.
definitely says scissor me daddy.
Yeah.
Scissor
I think it's Ass Daddy because
me
Mr. Ass
ass
rolls with him. now.
Daddy.
God
There you
damn
go.
it, dude.
Badass
How did we
Billy
devolve
Gunn.
into this?
Badass Billy Gunn. This is Merz's last run.
Yep, there it is. Scissor me ass daddy.
There you go.
Jesus Christ. What a shirt, huh?
So
Oh, here you go. Let me show the people real quick, Matt.
It's fucking
Put it up
bad,
to the
dude.
camera.
I'll put it up. Show me where.
Right here at you. Your camera.
There you go.
Yep.
It's bad, dude.
I think it's a dope shirt. I'm gonna rock one of those
go
at
ahead, you're
a
good.
show.
If you got one of those, you're a fucking a real wild person.
Yeah. Did you see that Billy Corgan and Bill Burr are brothers?
They're not. That was fake.
No.
No, it's true.
No.
they got a
They
traveling
were doing
dad.
it.
They
Yeah,
got the same dad.
you didn't
guys
watch
are
the whole.
goofy,
You didn't
bro.
watch the whole
marked.
episode.
You guys are
then.
marked.
You didn't watch the
yes,
whole
I did.
episode? Nope.
I watched the whole Howie Mandel episode. You're Mark.
How
That
was it fake?
That was all part of.
Tell me they
that
don't
was-
look alike.
They do, and that's
Totally
part of
alike.
the fucking gig. That's part of the whole shtick.
No, I think
It's
it's.
a
I think
stick.
I
That's
think
really
they're
his brother.
brothers.
That's really his brother. It really is.
And this is why I'm gonna say.
So, did you just watch the clips and say that that's for sure his brother, or did you go Google, is that his brother?
I googled him from what I was reading.
No, it's not his brother. It's a shtick. They did a joke because they all look the same.
But okay, but
This is actually the truth right here. My father did once tell me that I had a half brother named Bill, who was again around the same time born as me. Corgan said he insisted at the time that he was not joking, though he clarified after sitting on it he doesn't really think that they're related.
okay, so he doesn't really think they are, but
It's a shtick.
you know, they look so alike, and
that's
they
the
happen
joke.
to have a traveling father.
But
who-
that's the joke. That's the joke.
And this is why I think they are, because
they're
last time we talked
exactly
about
alike.
brothers
They're
who
hella
might be
successful.
related. We talked about Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, they look the same. It's,
Have
the,
you-
same, it's the same kind of vibe. It's
Have
the
you
same kind of
seen
vibe.
them in the new commercial calling
But
each
that's
other
the
brothers?
joke. Guys,
Could be the joke. Could be a joke.
Let's
Tell me-
laugh. Let's not be like these snowflake
look
motherfuckers
alike?
that believe
They look the
memes.
same.
They look the same. And when you look the same, you're a brother to that brother.
You look the same.
I want the DNA test.
I'm just scared that we're becoming a meme culture where we believe like
You might be right.
clips like this and little shit like this, and like you take facts off of memes and
Okay.
gifs and clips off of
Yeah, you might be right.
YouTube and shit like this, and then we go on this rant that yeah, of course Billy Corgan and fucking Bill Burr are brothers, and something like that is possible when of course it is possible.
It's very possible.
It's very possible. But it's not real. It's a shtick. It's a joke. It's fun. It's for the gags. It's for the ha-has. It's for the hee-hees. And guess what? None of it is true. What are we doing?
I'm ha-ha and I'm hee-hee.
No, you're not. You're
I'm
mad.
ha-ha and
You're
I'm-
mad about
No,
it.
ha-ha and I'm hee-hee.
I
and
think it's
hee-hee.
true.
about it.
I hope it's true. I
got my haws and I
Billy
got my
Corgan.
hees.
I like Billy Corgan. I like Bill Burr. I would love to see him as brothers.
What's your favorite fucking Smashing Pumpkin song?
Ever? 1979?
I can't
Is that
name
who
one- I
Billy
can't
Corgan
name
is, a
one off
Smashing
the top of my
Pumpkin?
Yeah,
head,
Smashing
but I
Pumpkins.
know Smashing
1979 is my favorite one, or
Billy
Today's the
Corgan
Greatest.
owns a
Today's the
wrestling-
Greatest, you know?
He owns a wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, 1979 maybe.
Yeah, 1979, great song, one of the best ever. Well, I'm on top of things here while we're still talking here. Let me see here. What was it?
729 there, Sig.
Yeah,
It's about that time.
but hey, I like both of the guys. I hope they're related, and They're brothers. They're happy and they're singing. They're not colored.
They
Give
got
me
the
a high
same dad.
five.
Dynamite.
What the
guys.
hell was
Cut
that?
That was the
and
theme
print.
song from the opening from the Wayans
Yeah, the
Bros. If
Wayans
you know
Brothers.
your old school shows.
Let me ask you this.
You sang it not great.
No, it's perfect. It was perfect.
I said they're not colored
That was
because they're
perfect.
two white dudes.
They're brothers and they're colored and they're
Anyways,
No. Give me a high five.
I want a good story out of you before we open this up right now.
Who, me?
Yeah, you give me something.
Okay.
Hot like
I got
fire,
a couple
quick,
great. I got a couple great
A
stories.
quick 10-seconder.
The other day, so I was watching a lot of Yellowstone, trying to finish it up there, and they have a whole wolf story. Well, the other day I was parked in a parking lot and I saw a fucking not a coyote, a fox, the size of a coyote. You ever seen a fox? Foxes are usually pretty small.
Yeah, they're little guys.
Smaller
Yeah, they're little
critters
guys.
here.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw this fox that was the size of a German Shepherd.
Sure, it wasn't a German Shepherd.
1000% fox.
It was German Shepherd.
Red hair, white collar, fucking black tail. I saw a fox the size of a fucking German Shepherd, and I thought maybe that it might have something to do with something, you know, like a calling or something.
I saw this video online. It was a guy who rescued a baby kitten, and it turned out as it kept growing, it was a fox.
It was a fox. I seen that.
And it killed him.
Can you hear
Once
us?
again,
Ate the man.
once again.
We're here tonight with your boy,
Yeah.
our boy,
What's
your
up,
boy,
senor? How you doing?
Senor.
What's cracking, y'all?
Yeah. Let's give this man a proper
Yeah.
Give him the proper
introduction.
intro.
So joining us right now, we're very, very, very excited to have somebody that we are been trying to get on the podcast for a minute. He's been a listener and someone that we're really, really happy that's caught on, and someone that we've caught on to his music because we enjoy it. Give it up for someone from the Bay Area too, a local artist, area, Senor Gigio.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm good. Am I coming through cool?
Yeah, you're
Perfect.
coming through loud and clear. Can you hear us?
Yeah, you guys are coming through great.
Yo,
So,
are you from Oakland, California, or what city of the Bay do you reside in?
well, right now I live in El Cerrito.
Okay.
But no, I grew up in Fairfield, California. I was born in San Francisco, and but yeah, when I pretty much out of high school, I've been making my rounds. I've lived in the city in San Francisco. I lived in Oakland, and bounced around. Did a lot of. I just rep the Bay, man. I just rep the Bay. That's me.
Hell yeah, man. What's the vibe like right now? I love the Bay too, by the way. What's the vibe like in the Bay as we speak? Beginning of the new year, finishing our first month of the year. What's the vibe been like?
Well, I mean, I put out a song last year.
Bay Area Blues? Or Bay Area Blue?
Yeah, and I mean that's pretty much that's the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of for me, I think it would be a mistake to pretend otherwise. It's kind of hard sometimes for people to talk about it, because we're proud of the Bay. We're proud of where we're from,
sure.
And we've got a great history, and it's kind of tough to deal with that, and some people it's hard for people to be like, they don't want to say it because it makes you feel like, oh, we're losing or something like that,
Yeah.
But I just with that song, I just had to express it and get it off my chest because it affects daily life. It affects daily life, and so it is tough, and it's the reality. That's the reality. I'm in a different position now where it's like I'm a dad and I'm a family man. I'm putting myself anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I do things a little different now. So it's not like, oh, I'm just out there and it's like it's hella manny. I'm like I'm very focused. I work on my art. I'm with my family, and I. Otherwise, I'm not out there yet. It's tough, and people are going through it, man.
Very well said. Bay Area Blue, a great track, by the way. So congratulations on that one. I know Chuck D gave it props as well. So I mean, if Chuck D's, stamping your stuff, it's good, and it's a very positive critic to be taken in. But I mean, I'm a huge fan of Oakland. I mean, and the Bay Area in general. I think the music scene in the Bay Area is really on the rise. I mean, more than ever, I feel. But the city of Oakland in particular, I mean, I'm a huge A's fan, and I mean, they lost the Warriors, then they lost the Oakland A's.
Lost the Raiders.
First
lost the Raiders, lost the Warriors.
Then was the Raiders first?
Raiders, Warriors.
Okay, Raiders, Warriors. Yeah. Now the A's. It just what that city's going through is definitely some tough times.
It's a beautiful city, it's a beautiful town, and it's produced a lot of great people, and there's still a lot of great people there,
Right.
It's just,
sad. But I hope that people in the Bay, grassroots, can remember who we are, and maybe if we could go back and we could look at some of our successful grassroots movements, that have actually made an impact, and we can look at it and we can think, oh, this is what we did back then, and this is what worked, and that's we can remember who what it takes, you know what I mean? Because it's definitely something, I think it's something energetically too that's in the air, there is the vibe of being able to be, because I've lived in both places, and I've spent a lot of time in Oakland, in the East Bay, and then also a lot of time in San Francisco too. Both these places, they made me who I am, and there definitely is a very specific kind of vibe from being able to just know that you can see the city, you can, for certain vantage points, you could see San Francisco, when you're on the East Bay, and then in certain vantage points, when you're in the city, you could look across and you could see Oakland and Berkeley, and I think there's a lot of potent energy here, and aside from the hard times, there's still a lot of beauty to experience, just with the nature, being able to spend time in the redwoods. We got a lot of there's a lot of beauty still here too, and sometimes I feel like people should tap into that more too, because it's really right there at your fingertips, and it helps change the psyche where a lot of people just want to stay stuck in that bubble of whatever it is, the depression, the oppression. It's 5-minute, ride, could you be in the redwoods chilling, right. From pretty much wherever you're at, 5-minute, 10-minute, if you gotta, ride your bike, or if you gotta take BART, if you gotta take the bus, whatever you gotta do to get there, just do it. It's worth it,
Yeah. Lately, what's been a relief for you? What's a standpoint relief from you when you need to walk away from music or walk away from what you're kind of funking with? What's your best point of exerting yourself to get away from that?
I mean, just being a dad is everything. Having my wife and my kid. My boy is he's 3, so spending time with them, that's everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's reality. Mm-hmm. That's the reality. You know what I mean? When you have that love and that container of just peace, and being able to see and be a part of this little boy, this life. He's experiencing life, and he's enjoying everything, and he's learning. That's actually what's real. Everything else is people don't know what's real. Exactly. So that keeps me grounded for sure.
Yo, you dropped an album called Differentia in September of 2023 now, actually.
Yep.
Super dope album, man. You actually have a track called Montez, where the beginning of it talks about kind of the pregnancy of Montez and how you guys didn't find out that your lady was pregnant until about 7 months into it.
Yeah.
I mean, how was that to kind of, I mean, 'cause you didn't have as much time to prepare. You didn't have a full 9 months of kind of mentally preparing for this situation. How was it to find out 7 months into it?
Man, it's just been like a nonstop ride.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just been like, yeah, it's been, that's also kind of what like has made it exciting too. And, you know, sometimes I think like if we had known earlier, I think we would have overthought too much. So I think that with having 2 months to get everything into place, we could actually focus on what's real, you know, and kind of spend less time, you know, worrying or you know, all the what ifs. And we actually just got to really get down to the nitty gritty of like, here's what we need and have fun doing it, you know? And it's been a lot of fun, man.
Yeah. Me and Matt both here are both fathers of 2 girls, and being a father, honestly, the first time it was cool going through the entire experience, but you're right, there's a lot of what ifs and whatnots. The second time, I could have fast forwarded that shit just like you did, and you know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, like 2 months, we got 2 months, and she's gonna be born. That would have been a lot better because you know the stress and the weight, like you said, the weight and the what ifs and not knowing and having to do all the doctor's appointments. It's a stressful thing, but being a father, how has that changed your writing style? Because obviously you were rapping and being an artist way before you had a kid. How has that evolved or changed your whole kind of outlook and style of how you're writing and shit?
That's a great question. I mean, I think it gives me, I mean, look, I've always, I'm very like I'm super blessed to be in this space too, like to be able to be like, oh, cool, I'm still creating as a father, you know, and to be able to relay some of the things that come with that, like, you know, on one level, like there's being a dad, right, which is like my direct like relationship with my kid and my wife, and but you know, it's like I think that becoming a dad too, like for me, it really activated all these other instincts in me naturally that I didn't realize I had. Also, it helped me see things in the world a little bit clearer. You know what I mean? Where maybe before, you know, having a child, like I might not have been as certain or as opinionated in certain things, you know, but with having, you know, a boy that I'm taking care of, a little boy, like it makes me look at like the world a lot more differently, and actually kind of like, I feel like it makes me a lot more firmer in my beliefs and in my principles, and in being able to be like if I think that's not right, I got to call that out and I got to address it. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I think that's a beautiful thing, because I feel like maybe some people who, you know, aren't blessed to, maybe even like in like rap too, like some people think like, oh, you have a kid and you stop or whatever. Oh, you get soft or whatever. The complete opposite. Like for me, like I get to be softer in love, but it actually, I feel like stronger and more passionate and more, just even more like, just, you know, like just tough with what I'm about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're standing more on business because you got something to stand on. Also, I feel like it's therapy to be with, like, having girls. I grew up with all boys. I had all brothers, so I never understood like the elements of having a girl in the house. But it's therapeutic also because I'm able to get all that, like, you know, that soft stuff out that usually we find as insecurities as men. I'm able to get that shit out, and then
And it comes off as like masculinity to them.
But
it
then
comes off as what they need.
But I'm able to come around my homies and shit and be
Yeah.
in real situations and be a protective dad and be able to stand on some hard shit because I'm able to get some other shit out. You know what I mean? It's therapeutic in a way.
As a dad, you become a filter to the world. You're their filter, and it's crazy to think that because you don't know the world as being as fucked up as it is until you have children. Then you're like, I truly know what's out there. And you don't want them to see that, or you don't want them to be anywhere near that.
Exactly, and like he said, it activates shit you didn't know you had in you.
That filter in you that you didn't even know was there because at first you have no idea it's there, and then boom, you're like, now all of a sudden I'm the fucking filter on the cigarette here, and you don't want them. You don't want them getting any of that.
You don't want
shit.
them smoking no cigarette.
You don't want them smoking no cigarette, and you're the filter on that motherfucker. So it gets rough.
Yep. For real, you guys got it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yo, that being said, tell me a little about this new music video you just dropped, "History of Dreams." I mean, that shit's hard as fuck. I mean,
thank you.
You got your family. It's family oriented. You got the family involved in it. Also, on the ocean, like we just talked about, being out here in California, we got beautiful nature. Got the ocean right there. You're showing all the elements.
What was the idea behind the video? I mean, like, how did that all come about? You shot it off like a whim, or you were like, "I'm gonna be here." It's like, how'd you figure that out?
Man, that's hella cool. Thank you. First off, thank you guys for for peeping that, and I appreciate the compliment. So I made that song. When did I made that song probably like in the last 2-3 months. That was something that the producer sparked. His name is Brother 3. So he sent that to me, and he was like hella inspired when he sent it to me. Like he just wanted, and I kind of like haven't been writing as much when he sent it to me. I was kind of like, I'm booked. I'm kind of like tying, I'm finishing up stuff. I don't want things to work on you, And he sent that to me, and just like his vibe of just how inspired he was. And then when he sent me that, I was like, this like the way this beat hits and everything, it describes kind of like what I need to say, this like new just like this new like stage in life, and making videos is kind of like been a clutch thing with me, being able to like get my point across, so but yeah, like that video, it just came together super naturally. It's just really like that's just like a little window into my life, like just that's the kind of things that me and my family kind of do on the regular, is just go out, get away, keep it simple. We don't need a lot except each other, and go out into nature and and enjoy, and I just came out with my camera, set up the tripod, and we just went with it,
Hell yeah. That's a beautiful thing about being Californian, especially Northern California in general. I think more than anywhere else, like the Bay Area being so tight, and like you were talking about being from, Fairfield to Oakland to San Francisco, everything's so tight knitly. Like it's a tight community compared to like, LA, you think of Southern California and it's such a big area, and they're tight, but it's not like the Bay where like, when you think of Concord, or you think of Richmond, or you think of Oakland, it's all incorporated in the Bay Area. It's a unique feeling, just like being able to go to the beach to the Redwoods. That's unique, and any other, no one has that type of thing. Unique-wise, the music coming out of the Bay Area is super unique. What made you go towards more conscious hip-hop, whereas opposed to like in the Bay, we have so many different styles of gangster rap, to hyphy, the movement, to RBL Posse. Exactly. We have so many different styles of hip hop and rap. What made you go towards conscious, and what were you listening to that kind of inspired that type of move?
Well, I mean, look, so coming from Fairfield, like a lot of those kind of influences, like all the hyphy and the gangster stuff, that was very prominent in Fairfield at the time.
Of course.
Early 2000s, I was in high school 2001 to 2005, so like I remember hyphy when it hit, and the way that
throw the tees up,
like the Federation came and performed in my high school, like during lunch.
That's
like
dope.
So it was very visceral. And I actually like it, you know, I've always been eclectic, but at the same time, like I always figured that I had something that I wanted to try and teach, you know, that's just like my nature. And also I've always been, you know, like I just want to have fun with it, you know, like, and it's funny now, like looking back at that time, and, you know, being a kid and whatever, you know, we can be super confident, super cocky, you
naive.
know, but I mean, I just always looked at it when I was looking at some of my peers, who were like trying to pursue rap, like, and everybody was coming with kind of the, that mob, like the gangsta style, you know, the hyphy style or whatever, which is cool. It's its own thing, but I always looked at it, and maybe it's because I was young or whatever, or because I knew people in different levels, and I was like, why is it that when we hang out or when we do things, we do all this kind of shit, and then when we get into the lab, you guys are rapping like this? Like, what's fun about that? Why don't we, you know, why don't we do other shit?
Yeah.
But you know, and just getting more serious about my craft and my art and my music. I kind of figured out that, okay, like there's not going to be a lane for me here in Fairfield, like trying to do what I do. So I just started like figuring out where is the underground hip hop, because I wasn't completely aware of an underground hip hop movement yet. You know what I'm saying? I loved hip hop and I loved music. But I was kind of more aware of just what was, you know, successful commercially, you know, more on the mainstream side.
What you heard on your radio and what you were hearing other people listen to.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I might've been like, I was into Nas. I liked, like at the time there was a lot more like palatable, dope lyricists that were known, you know, and like Nas, I liked Mos Def. I liked, even when Kanye was coming out, like I liked all of that, you know?
Yeah. All conscious in its own right. Those
Kanye's
early stuff, especially.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know, I just started figuring it out, and just wanting to do more knowledge on the actual craft of the hip hop. Then it's like you start figuring it out, and I'm like, okay, let me go deeper into this and actually become a student of the game, since this is what I want to do with my life. You know, I don't want to just do it, you know, like as a whatever hobby. I want to really become a student of this. So then you just start doing the knowledge. You start figuring out like, oh, let me actually bump Public Enemy. Let me actually bump BDP. And you start tracing the lineage, and you start figuring out, oh, dang, like this whole thing evolved and went underground. And that's when you start learning about, you know, groups like Hyro, groups like Zion I, The Coup, Living Legends. And that's what started drawing me to be like, well, I'm gonna start like that stuff is not really present in Fairfield, but it's in Oakland, it's in Berkeley, it's in San Francisco. So I'm gonna start figuring out how to get out there, you know. Early on, I was a part of a group called Associated Fresh, and these cats were like, they were like my big bros at the time, and that kind of they kind of put me on game with a lot of with just the real hip hop, you know. But that's what it was, you know. It just was like, okay, how do I break out of this bubble in Fairfield? You know what I'm saying? And get what I'm doing and connect it to people who would care about what I got to say. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yo, how old were you when you first picked up the mic and actually started rapping?
Pick it up.
I was 9 years old.
9 years old, damn.
Was it just a song that you wrote, or were you like rapping, or what got
copying
you
some
kicking
Crisscross
and going?
maybe?
Yeah.
Or
Nah, what it was my dad, and he had a computer, and there's like the old computers, you know, so it must have been like, so this is like, it's the 90s. I can't, we'll figure out the math later. We'll figure out exactly.
You're younger than me.
But you know, it's one of the old computers, and my dad I think he was trying to be like on the cutting edge of technology or something at the time, some kind of way. So he had bought like a little skinny tube mic.
Yeah.
And for some reason, as a kid, when I saw that, and I saw the little skinny mic, and I saw that I could record on it with the computer, like I just was like, well, I'm gonna rap. So it just was like a natural thing, and it kind of was like something that I first started doing for fun, not thinking anything of it. And if I had friends coming over, I'd be like, look, we're gonna rap, and then and it just kept progressing from there.
Were you just busting freestyles, or what were you doing at 9 years old? That's crazy.
And I was doing silly stuff. I was like taking some of the like whatever popular songs at the time. So it would have been like all the cheesy stuff and all the good stuff. So it would have been like, oh, I'm taking whatever Puff Daddy. I'm taking some of those boy songs.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Hot Boys beats. I'm
There
doing
you
all
go.
the little stuff with it. And I'm like doing little parodies of it. That's what I was doing.
That's what I honestly, when I first started, the first song I wrote was when I was 9 years old, and it was to the melody of "Pimp of the Year."
There you go.
Pimp of the motherfucking
Pimp of the
year.
motherfucking
Give
year.
it up, give it up, and give it to me.
When all of a sudden
That's
did you
just
become?
hard.
When did you become senior? Were you senior at 9? Were you already? I'm gonna be
Maybe a
senior,
senior
Hey,
at 9.
The man has big dreams,
Little senior.
aspirations, big thoughts, big plans. Maybe he was already senior at 9, so I wasn't sure.
No, I was so my rap name for a long time was just Gigio, just like my regular name. But when I got married in 2007, we got married 2017. That year I changed my name to Senor Gigio. That's when I put the Senor on it. And I guess it's kind of like there's a lot of stuff that came out before, not all of it's up, some of it's up, and whatever, but that's a whole other that's like part of my history or whatever. But when I put Senor on my name, that was kind of like me owning like that I'm a professional, I do this for real, and like I'm trying to take it to a higher level. And it's also like a distinction from my name, because like Gigio is my real name, so I had to put it's just like you just get called Gigio all day. Then
We have
Sir Gigi.
We have the comic books that you'd sent us, and they're they're dope.
Yeah, bro.
The coloring, all that
Super
good stuff.
psychic kitty, and
Super cool.
Some mummified pharaoh. I mean, we were blessed enough that you mailed
There's
us
reptilians in it. There's reptilians in it.
It's dope.
At the very end, it does say that you do give tarot readings. How did you get into that? And can you tell us a little bit about that and how accurate it becomes at sometimes?
Well, so even with the so I want to say like 2013 is when I started becoming more spiritual. I guess I wouldn't even say I started becoming more spiritual. I would say like I had like just like straight up spiritual awakening. Really is what it is. It's not something like you go and look for it. So it's nothing I ever pictured myself like doing or trying to go that way in my life. I just wanted to do good in life. You know what I mean? But essentially it came into my life at a time when it was kind of like a crossroads moment in my life where I'm like, okay, either, maybe I might leave the planet. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it was. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I might exit the planet, or I want to live and I want to be happy. I want to have happiness in my life. I want to be free, and I want to do what I love to do, So I had to make a lot of tough decisions, and really not knowing how to not really knowing how to move in the world officially other than just like I'm myself, I'm me, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, like up until that point, I might have just kind of been like blowing in the wind. You know what I mean? Just going whichever way the wind was blowing me. In a lot of ways. Yeah. But 2013, I was like, well, I'm gonna quit my job. I don't know where that's gonna lead me. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I just physically in me, I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't want to work for nobody. I didn't want anything. I didn't want any unhealthy relationships. I don't want any unhealthy friendships, any unhealthy relationships with women, just anything that felt like it was going to hold me down. Like, I just was like, I'm done with it, and around that time is when the tarot came into my life, and it was almost kind of like I started learning how to use it, and I have all these big questions trying to figure out, like, where am I going to go in life? Should I be trying to do my music full time or not? Is that not the thing for me to do? And, of course, in my environment at that time, like, everybody thinks they know what's best for you. Mm-hmm. Everyone thinks they know what's best for you. Everybody's telling you, don't quit your job. Don't do this. Don't do that. Be safe, play it safe, yada, yada, yada. Everybody's playing it safe. It's all fear. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But every time I would look to the cards, I kept seeing the other way, go, like, do what you love. And I just learned to work with it and to do it. And it's just stuff true.
Is it something that needed to be taught? Or were you able to accumulate the skill without having someone to foreclose you how to do it?
I learned how to do it.
Show you how to do it.
I learned how to do it myself, but I have had a few different like psychic mentors throughout the years. Mm-hmm. But even that, like, nobody can teach you anything. That's what I really know in terms of, like, picking up something, like picking up the cards. Nobody's gonna everybody's got their own style of how they're gonna read it, and everybody's gonna see something different. And that's what's interesting about, kind of like the psychic space or whatever, like, nobody, if people are for real, if they're really for real, then nobody's doing it the same way as the other person. You know what I mean? So yeah. That's what I'll say about that.
Yo, is every tarot card reader a psychic, or do they go hand in hand like that all the time?
Does every psychic read tarot cards?
Yeah.
Or is every chiropractor a doctor?
Yeah, I mean, they should be.
Are we going there tonight? Are we going there tonight?
I mean, are you not a self-proclaimed psychic as well? I mean, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean,
consider yourself psychic.
Like,
I don't know how to put it properly. Don't you consider yourself psychic?
So it's
right?
a psychic practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a psychic work, and it's a psychic practice. And I think that if somebody, was doing it for real and they were being honest and actually trying to learn from it and not do it necessarily just because they want to be, oh, look at me. Yeah. Or, oh, let me have all of your money. Mm-hmm. That I would think that person who's trying to pursue that and learn it, that over time you get more psychic too, because it's like, the way I look at it too, with the psychic mind is very closely linked to the creative mind, because it's all the third eye, right. Or you're using your third eye, mm-hmm. It's like a muscle, you know what I mean? The more you're going to see things, you know what I mean? So that's how I look at it.
Don't get me wrong. I think a lot of people are just born with these extraordinary abilities, such as being psychic or whatever. What's your take on remote viewing? Do you believe in remote viewing? Have you ever tried it? What's your take on that?
Yeah, sure. It's real. It's definitely real. It's definitely real. I mean, have I tried it? Yeah, yes and no. Sometimes it kind of like, it's funny we're talking about this now,
right? I mean, I don't want to make the whole thing about it.
But it is real.
To be honest, it is real though. I mean, they had those people who were saying that they could view a place on Mars, and they had the place.
The base. When the CIA is enlisting people to do remote viewing, it's fucking real.
And then they had the people that were looking at that base on the moon, where homie looked through the fucking window. It was on the Y-Files. They talked about it for a long time. I mean, I believe it.
I believe it too.
So I mean, I'm not saying that it isn't real, but what I'm saying is it takes a highly levitated skill.
Let the senior tell you.
Tell me, it does not take a highly levitated skill than normal people have to just fucking pick it up one day.
This too is like what I see from it too is it's just like it's the same thing like MCing too. Like sometimes you can see an MC who's just really, really on it, and they're you're like, damn, they got it. Like they got it. Like, and you think that they should never lose it, but when you take it for granted,
it goes away.
or you play it, or you try to sell it out, like you will lose it, and it can go all types of bad for you. So it's the same kind of thing. So it's like, if you do it, you got to have the discipline, and you got to respect it, and keep it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it in the light. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I like that third eye being linked to like creativity and also psychic ability, because it's true. It's like you're using. We already know that we're not using the full capacity of our brains
by any means.
Of course not.
So you know that creative and creative being kind of artistic people being a little bit different of human beings in general, that they're using, or there's something
more
different.
Of the brain.
There's something more going on there. So for it being linked to like being able to be psychic or being able to be remote viewing or stuff like that, it makes complete sense. And you know what I mean? If you're just logically looking at it from a logical view, like common sense wise, you can see the links, how everything kind of links up.
For sure, definitely, it's a practice, and I mean, I'll say that like I feel like it's helped me become more creative. You know,
when you're not doing music and you're not with the family, and you finally got your you're just your moment to yourself, your hour to yourself, 34. What do you like to do? I mean, besides this, like, what are you listening to lately? Who could you put us on to that you don't think that we know and that we should be knowing, or that we should be listening to?
Loaded question.
Put us on. How's that a loaded question?
Yeah, what do you like to do? And who do you listen to?
How about what do you like to do, and put us on some fucking fire listening material before you leave. While we still have you here, what are you doing when you're free time, and what do you
do, and what do you like?
Yeah, give us some good insight on the man himself, Senor.
I'm super simple. I'm very simple when it comes to like my time alone. Like time alone for me is just like, I just like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I just want to be by myself. Exercising is great.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Getting a hike in. But in terms of like, things that I'm into, like, I enjoy watching movies. I enjoy watching shows, and learning hearing stories, and I love all kinds of music. And sometimes I go through different phases. So I've been in different phases with different like kinds of music and stuff. I feel like right now I'm kind of decompressing so that I can get back into that, because like the last like 2-3 years I've been so productive with making shit and finishing it, putting out hella stuff consistently, that I haven't really been like listening avidly to music like on the regular, in terms of, otherwise, like doing the whole deep dives, like, damn, I'm like gonna do straight deep dives, because that's kind of like the respect I like to give music when I'm like really gonna get into it. I like to do whole deep dives into whatever it is, but I'm into a lot of different shit.
When you're down to
there's so much to choose from now too.
And when you're down to give someone respect and sit there and listen to the few albums in the beginning, and you listen to all the way through, that's a lot of respect.
Well, and you become a fan for life.
You become a fan for life, and that's like a lot of respect. And I highly humble people that I respect that majorly. Come on now. I mean, if you're gonna do that, deep diving is the highest respectable thing that you can do.
Well, and
real quick before you go, I hope
he's not
last
going
thing, he's not leaving yet. But this might be a question I'm going to carry on with everybody from here on out. If you could fight any MC, dead or alive, who are you fighting?
You're fighting an MC?
No, you're going to fight an MC now. I'm going to bring it in.
Is this physical fighting
or
with words?
Fighting.
Words are weapons.
No, you've already battled. And it's become a draw. It's a standstill draw. You've already won 4 rounds. He's won 4 rounds. We don't know what to do now.
Celebrity death match.
Now you got to fight this son of a bitch. Who is the one you're fighting? And let me know.
Damn, that's hella funny.
Got beef?
Hella funny. Dude, I'm gonna fight Eminem.
Sick.
There you go.
I'm gonna fight him.
Like
just
that.
because he's supposed to be the. Look, if you battle Eminem, and you lose, or you win, if you lose, then nobody's gonna hold it against you because it's like you fucking battled Eminem.
Yeah.
Right? But if you win, then it's like you're a fucking badass.
Yeah.
So I think you're like, all right, at that point, like
You're
if
expected albums after that.
Yeah, if I did by some chance come to a draw with him, in a battle and it came down to fists, I'm like, well, I guess that's just what it is. Like if they, you know, and whatever. If I get my ass beat,
If you beat his ass though,
If
now
I do
we're
that-
expected a 17 at least song album dropped within the next 8 months to a year. You better have some fire dropped after that. It's expected after you whoop his ass.
Yeah, for real.
For real. No joke. There's no joke.
We had Dose One on the podcast, and he did take down Eminem in a rap battle. Little people know that, dude. I want to get more into your catalog. It's very vast. I mean, you have a lot of albums and a lot of content.
Thank you.
Just jumping into funk lore, which I love. It was like an album created along with a comic book. I mean, I named the title earlier. Super Psychic Kitty meets the mummified.
hard.
Yeah, meets the mummified pharaoh. It's dope. I mean, you are not only an MC, but you're an artist and a cartoonist as well. How did the idea come about to make an album that goes along with a comic book, and what came first?
Well, all right. So in 2018, I put out this album called Heroes of the Gold Rush, and that's actually the first album I released as Senor Gigio. Once I put Senor on it.
Got it.
And that was like that album was like in a way kind of like a I don't know, it was kind of similar to like it'd be like I guess it was like a jump point for where I would end up going with funk lore too, in a way where I'm like, I want to do a whole storytelling album, a whole themed album, and that's also been another part of me, like being able to relate what I do as an MC is the visual art and the cartoons and stuff. And I'm a shout out my wife Zizi on that because she kind of like, I don't know, she kind of like instinctively could pick up that I could draw. But for many years, up until I met her, I wasn't really doing anything with my drawing. You know what I mean? I couldn't connect the dots. Like my hustle and everything wasn't all the way there yet. Yeah. And I couldn't connect the dots of like, oh, drawing and oh, albums and oh, album covers, like I was like still, having other people try to do like my shit, but I guess just like, one, like my wife kind of like was like, I don't know, she kind of inspired me to like, start drawing. And then I just started drawing all my art and doing all my album covers and stuff. And that really connected with people where people could be like, damn, like this art's crazy. Like what is this album about? Because there's crazy art in it,
For sure.
So it's been a journey with that. But with funk lore, like, yeah, so look, I'll show you right here. Like this is the first comic book I did, right? This is the first one. I don't have any more copies of this.
Okay.
But I put this out 2018 with Heroes of the Gold Rush.
Got it.
It's called Doors. And that was the first time I did it. And, going in that same direction with funk lore where it just was all super storytelling oriented.
Yeah.
Hella psychedelic, hella cartoon element type of, music going on with it that, it just was it was another opportunity to create a story again, I had a song called Super Psychic Kitty.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I had another song called Mummified Pharaoh. And those are just like, and even just making those like I was making it out of fun. Like it wasn't like a grandmaster scheme, but they all just fit together. And I'm like, oh, damn, like I need to do a comic book, Super Psychic Kitty, and she meets the mummified pharaoh. And I need to figure out how to put them on an adventure together, you know?
Yeah. It's dope, bro. I mean, I love the concept. I love your art. I mean, it's
Yeah, the art's
awesome.
good, bro.
It's
The art's
awesome, dude.
really good, bro.
And
It's
very, like you
crazy.
said, it's very psychedelic. It does make the album more intriguing. And once
Psychedelic. Your art is like 2005, 2003, 1999. Like I
That's a
said,
compliment.
it's our
That's a
age.
compliment from the guy.
That's,
That's
a
a
good
compliment.
age. That's fantastic. Like we're at it though. While we're here and we're talking, the Soul Crusher EP, the music video is amazing. Like there's a lot going on there that you're breaking down. You got colors, you got vibrance, you got sand, you got places, you got live hand microphones
I
going.
love vibrance.
The man is doing it. The man has
I
a
love the
legit
mix. I love the
man,
mixture.
Yeah, the man has a what do you call it? Stage mic. He holding a stage mic. He's sitting there. I mean, just tell me about it. How did that come about? I mean, you're a very busy man. When you look through your catalog, you're constantly putting up things. So, I mean, tell me about that.
Thank you so much. I mean, you know, everything is an opportunity. I've just always been like, that's also been like, that's been like the pace that I've set for myself coming into like Bay Area underground hip hop early on, like 2007, 2008, 2009 with Associated Fresh. Like that was one of the things that we kind of like prided ourselves on as a collective, was that we made hella music and that we were always putting stuff out, and that everything that we put out was always like edgy and different than the last thing. And I just and you know the thing I want to put out there to other artists or MCs who, you know, maybe they're tuning in. It's interesting. There's a lot of people who try and tell you what to do because they think they know what they're doing.
Yeah, of
And
course,
they think
of course.
that they know how to tell you what to do. So, and one of the things I've kind of always you hear is people try and like be smart and tell you it's not a good idea to put out hella music, which actually it makes no sense. But I'll say that like every time I've done it, what has happened is created more opportunities. So it's created more opportunities where a lot of producers have wanted to work with me because they see like, oh damn, like he gets it done.
Yeah, your work ethic is
working.
high.
He's
Yeah,
working.
for sure. Your work ethic is high. Look at it, your shit's
Those
jumping.
producers are out there that the producers, you know, could probably tell you from all, especially the ones who are super prolific, they could probably tell you like for all the beats that they put out, probably like a small amount of rappers actually follow through with it. You know what I'm saying? Even the sickest ones.
No, 100%.
So you know, the producers have just kind of like, and we all want our shit to be heard. They want their shit to be heard. They want it to be used. So, you know, I've just been able to tap in with a lot of really talented producers. And every time I get a batch of beats throughout the years, I'm just like, I get a new, like, you know, I find a new seed of inspiration where I'm like, oh, damn, like I'm working with this producer right here and his beats sound like this. So now I'm going to talk about this.
You know what I compare you to in that sense? I compare you to La Russell. La Russell in that sense is constantly working, constantly moving, constantly putting out day in the life, constantly putting out a new music video, constantly putting out a visualizer. When I look through your YouTube catalog, you're constantly working, you're constantly putting something out. That has a lot to say about your work ethic. On top of that, motherfuckers that you follow, that you make a good song, you're like, man, this guy's dope. Let me look into his shit. This fool hasn't put nothing out in 2 years.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
right.
disappointing. So
Yeah, that's
keep
been
your
a thing
foot,
with me
keep
as a fan, too.
yeah, keep your foot on their fucking neck, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, and we appreciate you, and we
In a
see
polite
that
way.
shit.
In a
We
polite
see
way.
it. No, in a disgusting way.
Well,
keep your fucking foot on their neck.
It's whack that
in a professional manner.
Anyone that says don't put out a lot of music or don't continue to
They're
create,
crazy.
It's
You
crazy.
you guys will have no idea how many times I've heard that kind of sentiment expressed to me throughout time.
Well,
you know?
let me tell you why I think this is crazy is because any social media algorithm or YouTube algorithm tells you completely different. It tells you continue to put out content. The more content you put out, the more you're going to catch an algorithm, the more that you're going to get listeners, viewers, whatever you're subscribing to. So why wouldn't music be the same thing where the more music you put out, the more opportunity you create, the more chance you can exactly connect with more ears, more viewers, more eyes, more, everything. It puts you in a good position.
And you know what else too? It is that some people, they overplan, and I respect being able to have strategy and planning and think and being able to do that. But some people really believe that okay, they put all their eggs in one basket and they go hella hard on that thing. But it's just because you put all your eggs in that one basket, or even if you threw a crazy amount of dough on that one song or that one project that you were so solid that you believe that it was going to blow up. Maybe it was hella sick. Maybe it deserved to blow up. It doesn't mean that it will. And it's unpredictable about what will catch on. So, it might be that one song that you would have did with somebody that you liked and a beat that was weird or whatever that ends up being oh, that shit was popping. People ended up liking that. I didn't know. But you wouldn't have been able to make that happen if you were just so
close-minded.
Yeah, so narrow. Well, and it's also
you know what that reminds me of,
you hold on to songs and verses for so long that they become irrelevant. Also, they become so distant in your catalog. You're it's new to the ears that are hearing it, but in your catalog, you're I made that 2 years ago, so you don't really have much love for it. So when you go perform it on the road, you're not really performing it with love, as opposed to I just made this shit fucking 2 weeks ago. I'm already on stage performing it now.
That being
this
said,
is fucking love right here. And as a viewer, all of us and people that listen to this podcast and anyone in the artistic view, anyone that's having fun and loving what they do, it translates to your audience and it makes you enjoy the situation so much more.
And that being said, it reminds me of the conversation we had with Equipto, talking about when they made fucking with him and Nicotina and made The Jungle.
Yeah.
He said that I've made so many songs that I've put so much more time and an effort to that when we made The Jungle and within 25-30 minutes I didn't think it would be anything big.
But then they put it out immediately and it's a huge,
bam, it's a huge deal and you don't even see that coming. Some people don't see the waves coming and then all of a sudden you got a tsunami and it's crazy,
Well put.
Yeah, and it's all one big practice too, because it's okay, you roll out all these different projects and stuff, right? And let's say the one song that you did put all your eggs in one basket does blow and it blows up, but maybe because you weren't practicing with the other ones, you might not be able to handle the pressure of whatever success that comes with it, and being able to handle more oh damn, now I got all the attention all of a sudden, but it's when you're consistent and you got it's the doors are open, the shop is set up, no matter what, the door is open, shop is set up, you can come in, same business hours. If I get 2 customers who come in that day, they're going to get the same attention from me and the same type of energy from me than I would on a busy day. You know what I mean? So it's just you stay in the flow, and you're not stagnant. You know what I mean? And you can be more prepared.
It feels a lot like a lot of people talk about sophomore albums and people always having sophomore albums being the slump, or it's either the make or break you album. And then I feel like the people that really their sophomore albums really hit are the people that the sophomore album was written before they knew it was going to be a sophomore album, right? They dropped their original piece and they already had that second piece ready to go.
Those tracks were ready to go
before people even were putting the pressure.
They might not have been as good as to go on the first
sophomore
one, but they're there. They're hitters still. Exactly. You got them on the sidelines,
and that's
for sure.
That's just releasing, making, creating, and releasing instead of creating and holding on and hoarding.
Who's one of your favorite sophomore albums?
I would say De La Soul is Dead.
There you go.
Oh, classic.
And you?
Me?
Yeah, and anybody, both you guys. You go ahead. You got a favorite sophomore album that you got him?
Lucy Ford.
Yeah, Lucy Ford's good. I was just gonna say that. Either that or
I'd say
Almost Famous.
Me, Wiz Khalifa, Star Power.
Yeah.
All those Wiz Khalifa's Prince of the City 1 and Prince of the City 2.
Oh,
all those
Zion Ice
all those
Mind
Wiz
Over Matt,
Khalifas
or,
are my favorite.
Selling Live Water.
Yeah,
Selling
Selling Live Water.
Not
for
Selling
sure.
Live Water, Deep Water Slang.
Deep Water.
You're thinking
Yeah,
Soul.
I'm thinking Soul. You're thinking Soul. Yeah,
But
Deep
Selling
Water
Live
Slang.
Water also.
Yeah, for sure.
I believe that's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Dude, going back to Funk Lore real quick, dude, is that you on the chorus of Dark Forest? I mean, I'm getting huge George Clinton vibes.
Yep, that's me on it.
That's crazy. So, I mean, you obviously can manipulate your voice and different sounds.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, I mean, I did all the vocals on that, so there's no manipulation on that. Like, I'm just like so. Look,
not in an artificial way. That's what I meant, but.
Oh yeah, well, look, I love the music, you know, and I love all kinds of music, and once I hear something too in my ear, you know, there might be like it's like the inner listening, you know, where I have that song written, I had the concept kind of like together, and then I lay down the chorus, but then it's all of a sudden like when I lay that down, I'm like, oh, I could hear like a heavy metal scream vocal over this. Like I need to do that. But I've always before. The other thing too is like when I was in high school, I was also involved in theater. So I used to do like the local plays and some of the high school plays. So I had experience learning how to use my voice, you know,
how to project,
and you could
how to project,
you can really see it,
and how to expand, and you know,
you can really see it in the diversity of tracks that you've put out too.
For sure,
nothing sounds the same. Dude, Something Wrong, Call Ann Fong. How did that come about? How did you guys link up? Is that just because you put out that the music video Bay Area Blue and kind of had a homage to her and the classic Bay Area billboard?
Well, the billboards have reached everywhere. They're out here in the valley.
For sure.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of the Bay too, though, you know?
For sure. Man, it's super cool. I'm like, well, so when I was, you know, piecing it together for Bay Area Blue, I did the artwork. I always wanted to draw Ann Fong. Always, you know, I've always thought she was tight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always liked the look of
Hell
it
yeah.
and thought it was dope. And I'm like,
she's a pretty chick too. She's a
Ann
good looking
Fong?
lady. Yeah.
Ann Fong,
Yeah.
you get insurance Ann Fong.
Yeah.
Something wrong, call Ann Fong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that not good? A good catchphrase?
That's the hell
or motto,
hard.
you know?
Is it wrong that when you read those letters, you have to read it in an accent?
When I met Ann Fong, she blew me away.
You met her?
Yeah, I met her. Because,
Where?
Okay,
sick.
Get this. I used to obviously you know what I used to do. I used to deliver money in Sacramento. I used to work at a bank, Loomis Armor Truck Company, and I would do their money in Sacramento. Their building was located right next door to the Mercedes Benz. Swear to God on my life, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Right next door to the Mercedes Benz dealership, I would go inside this building, and it was an insurance company building, and upstairs on the 3rd or 4th floor, I'd go up there and I'd take their safety deposit money. And Ann Fong was on there, and she came out of the elevator when I was coming out. She was probably about fucking 5 foot nothing. banging.
I told you.
I ain't playing, bro. Ann Fong, when I saw her, nothing wrong, baby. Ann Fong, nothing wrong. So, as far as I'm concerned, good top deal for me. I let her, you know, hey, whoa.
Top? Would you talk to what?
No, there was a deal. And take me in insurance, you got my whole claim. The whole claim's yours, baby. But yeah, when I met her, she's a very nice lady. Very nice lady.
Yep, she's a good look for the Bay too, you know, just like
yeah, for anybody, good look. You got her on your arm, it's a good look, you know.
Get her tattooed on you.
Yeah, tattooed her, or you got her under the arm. It's a good look, man.
But that's dope. She gave you a shout out to, and you know, hey, she's big. She's a big name.
Well, so this journalist, Roy V. Hernandez, she was doing a piece on Bay Area Blue, and it was for Calex Radio. And she actually hit up Ann Fong and got in touch with her and showed her the video, and Ann Fong was down with it. And I was blown away because like it wasn't ever. I put that out almost like 6 months ago in August, you know, and I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to put this song out. I'm going to go as hard as I can go with it and push it as hard as I can, you know, like as one dude, and we'll see what happens. And, you know, I've definitely been like touched by like the response, but Yeah, so shout out the journalist Roy V. Hernandez who did the legwork on that, because I don't know, I probably like I wouldn't have been bold enough to like share that with Ann Fong personally, because I wouldn't know. Me in my head thinking about it, I would have been like, I don't know if she's going to dig the political message in it. You know, maybe that might be too
heavy,
too much.
Yeah.
You know, but the fact that she dug it and she was touched by it and she shared it, like I was like super dope, man.
Yo, you got two huge legends giving you the rub for Bay Area Blue. You got Chuck D and the motherfucking Ann Fong.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and you're doing something different
And
than
the Ann Fong.
I'm not even joking. I mean, you're singing, rapping at the same time. It's a totally different deal. I mean, people are doing that. People are doing that. But you're doing it smooth, and I give big respect to it. While we're at it, before I mean, I don't want to toot your horn or nothing. I don't want to rub. I don't want to rub any horns.
Toot the horn.
I don't want to toot any horns or nothing. Have you ever heard of the Green Whistle?
No, what's the Green Whistle?
You check out the Green Whistle, man.
What's
Supposedly, the Green Whistle is allowed in every other country but America, and the Green Whistle is what you puff on. They give it to you when you have any type of illness that's a pain. You just suck it in, and it relieves pain. It could be
So you don't blow the whistle?
No,
you suck in
you
the
suck
whistle?
the whistle, but it could be a broken
not a
leg.
whistle. It's like one of those not a whistle.
But listen, that's what they call it. It could be a broken leg. It could be a sore throat. It could be a headache. It could be anything. The Green Whistle fixes all.
I've never heard of this either.
Now, I just wanted to put you on the train of the Green Whistle.
Wait a second.
We don't want to toot your horn. Just
I don't want to toot your own horn,
Just blow
though. That's
your
why
whistle.
we got the whistles. We got the whistles.
Blow the whistle.
But before we go any further, boys in the hood are a menace to society. You have to only have one the rest of your life on this island. We watch it every night, and every fucking night we have no other movie, and it's just us. And we charge the solar panels up every night just to watch this fucking movie.
Damn.
We've already caught seven fish apiece for the day.
Okay.
Done.
Time to watch.
We're laying out. It's late. Coconuts are broken. We're drinking our drinks. We're in the shade now. We've already fought off 25 alligators. It's been a rough day. We've charged the solar panels. What are we watching? Boys in the Hood or Mess Society?
Boys in the Hood.
You're a thug, dude.
You're a good guy.
You're a good man.
I like that.
Ricky lives, and sometimes when I forget about it, he lives in my book.
I pick Boys in the Hood as well.
I pick Menace.
Shout out to Cube. Right. Dude, as we wind down here, Differentia, great album. Loved it. From top to bottom. I mean, it's just flows really well. From the title track, Differentia. I mean, they're spitting hard, and the whole thing meshes well together. You've put out a lot of singles and other new music. Are you gearing up for a new album?
So I'm gonna be this year. I got a couple. I'm kind of winding it down a little bit because I'm trying to do more performing. So, But this year, yes, I'm going to be dropping the third installment of my collaboration with Gilroy MC 1AM. I don't know if you guys heard of her, but she's super dope.
I know 1AM off your music, yeah.
Yep. So we've done we did, so it's Cali Bearers. So we did Cali Bearers Volume 1, Cali Bearers Volume 2. Then we're releasing the third installment this year, and also she's producing a 4-track solo for me, which is super fire, called Man of the Hour, and that's going to be dropping this year too. And I'm like I just put out the History of Dreams. I'm going to drop another single soon, just another like exclusive single. But otherwise, like I'm trying to perform more and do more shows and just kind of like get out there and start wiggling a little bit, get back to that a lot more. Cause I feel like, like that's the other part of it too. Now I'm kind of like, I feel like, I went super hard for, from 2018 to last year, went super duper hard with just creating a lot of music, finishing a lot of projects, putting it out there, finishing up all the music videos and and doing my thing like that. And I finished everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially like the last 2 years, I went the hardest because for like 2 years straight, I dropped something every month. And that just mainly was because I'm like, I need to finish what I started. Mm-hmm. So now I'm kind of like winding down from that. And I'm just trying to let it simmer a little bit, but then also kind of like shine a light on the work. And that's also why I appreciate you guys tapping in with me today too, because it's right on time. I want people to know that I got hella music out, and I encourage people to go check it all out and listen to it. There's a lot of there's a lot of good stuff out there for days, from the music to listening to it. And then also I encourage people to watch the music videos because I've made a lot of really, really cool music videos, man. Like that's been a whole other thing with me too, is like being a music video director, learning how to animate, learning how to shoot my own videos. And there's a lot of good stuff. And yeah, but this year trying to do more performances. So people should stay tuned with me, and I hope to catch people out there, you know what I mean? And just keep it moving. Trying to get back out there into the world, man, because that's where the fun is at.
Your animations are dope too, by the way. I mean, those videos are just very well put together. I love a good animated music video, you know.
And I'm also gonna add to that. I'm not gonna bullshit you. You seem like a super legit nice dude. All around good interview tonight. You gave good vibes. No bullshit here. You're super legit, super down to earth, super easy to talk to, and. From Milk Crates and Microphones.
Good energy.
There's no question. From Milk Crates and Microphones, all respect. And here's the question. Anytime that we play your music, we just let YouTube know that you say it's okay. That's all. We don't want.
Can we get the okay?
Yeah, can we get the okay? We don't want any fucking
GG.
problems from YouTube. Just let them know that we're good with Senor. Senor's the homie.
YouTube, don't be a bitch.
There it is.
Microphones, play my shit.
There it
Oh
is.
shit! They just blocked us right now.
God damn it! They just shut the podcast.
Okay, before we go,
Yo, hold on. SeniorGGO.bandcamp.com, SeniorGGO.guru.
Yes.
What you got?
I was trying to get to that, but
Yeah.
before we get to everywhere we can find you, we have to ask the one question that I think needs to be asked.
Yes.
When did the goat of all goats start being grown? When did you think that like this is the style that Senor GGO needs to go with?
When the hell is it?
Like my beard? You talking about my beard?
Yeah. The goat of all goats.
The goats of I mean, it is a true goat of all.
It's the goat of all
I'm
goats.
not gonna lie. You're legit the king of the neck beards.
King of the
You're
goats.
killing it, man. I'm not lying.
Yeah, how long have
Motherfuckers
you
have that neck beard?
How long
but
have
you're
you grown
killing
it and rocked it for?
Yeah, tell us
And
about
then-
the origin story.
I've had different phases with my beard. But like when I first grew out a beard, or even knew that I was capable of doing that, because it's not like like I never seen a man in my family grow a beard. But people kept their shit clean cut. So maybe that's also why I need to grow it, is to remind like this is what our genes are capable of. After that, I didn't shave. I just stopped shaving, and this thing grew hella crazy, like long, and people knew me in the Bay around that. And that's when I was living in San Francisco, and a lot of people knew me for having a huge big ass beard and for coming through and rocking the mic.
The fucking wizard.
Yeah, it's a trait.
I just want you to know that we respect you over here at Milk Crates and Microphones, and down here at this little studio that we call a podcast. We got much love for you, and we appreciate you coming out tonight.
SeniorGGO.bandcamp.com, SeniorGGO.guru. Last question, bro. It's a two-parter. Who's your favorite wrestler of all time? What does hip hop mean to you?
There it is.
That's a hard question,
Such a
bro. Like,
hater.
I thought you guys were about to ask me who my favorite rapper was, but damn, who my favorite wrestler is? That's even harder because
Razor Ramon.
I used to really fuck with wrestling when I was a little kid. Now I kind of like I like just watching the documentaries and shit. I like
that too. Behind the scenes.
That's enough for my.
He's a Boo Boo Mantini guy. I can see it being the Boo Boo Mantini
Who's your
guy.
favorite?
Oh man, I think my favorite.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I used to love Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's super dope. But I think like if I'm gonna be legit, like as close as I can be,
Goldust.
I think Undertaker. is the
Undertaker.
Undertaker is the dopest just because
Goldust is my favorite.
he just went through the ill era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He went through ill eras. He went through the early 90s coming out looking all Tim Burton, you know what I'm saying? Looking all kind of hokey pokey, but was still hard.
Right.
And through the whole, you know, he went through so many different phases with the shit and just was always hard and consistent. You know?
And he lived the character.
Would you let Undertaker take your mother out to dinner? If he showed up at the house and you heard this music out of nowhere, would you let him take your mother out? He shows up, he goes, "Hi, with all respect, Senor."
I'll let him take my mother-in-law out.
No, mother.
There you
He's
go.
like, "With all respect,
like that.
Senor, I met her. She shows up. She's a nice lady. I just want to take her out to Red Lobster. It's going to be a good night. No disrespect."
The Undertaker.
This guy always asks me these questions about my mom taking these people out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna respond like that from now on. I'll let her.
Very much, and I'm just joking.
Yeah,
The
I would never
Taker
do
is
so.
a married man. He loves Sarah very much. Dude, the second part to the question.
Yes.
What is
Good God.
what does hip hop mean to you, Senor GGO?
I think hip hop is the culture. We need to get back to the culture. We got to get back to the grassroots. Because it's supposed to keep growing. So I'm about the elements, the peace, love, unity, having fun,
True that.
knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and you know, that's what it should be about. You know, it should be about skill.
Mm-hmm.
It should be about tradition, and it should be about you know, having your own original style that innovates. You know, because I feel like that's what the forefathers were trying to do, and what they were doing was like, I'm coming through with all of these principles in place, and I'm gonna build on that, and you can copy me, you can try and copy me, but you won't be able to, because that's how sick my shit is. You won't be able to completely emulate it, and that's what, you know, bursts new things. So we need to get back to that.
I like that.
I'm going to write it down real quick. We're going to do a song pick of the week for all of us like we always do. What do you got from me? I'm going to write
Song
it down.
pick of the week.
Give me a song pick from you. You want me to play later in your honor.
Okay, let's this could be to shout out somebody, because I know you guys were kind of like asking me who like y'all should check out.
Okay,
you guys should. She's actually featured on my album Differentia. Her name is Emma Lee MC. She's from New York City. You should check out her. She just dropped an album called Chocolate Bars, and she got a song on it with Master Ace. And it's called, I believe it's called Like It's 93. Y'all should peep that.
That's so dope. Yeah, Master Ace is a fucking legend.
I think we just got a fucking gym right there.
Okay, there you go.
Sounds like a gym right there.
Emma MC.
Emma
Lee. Chocolate.
Emma Lee.
Chocolate bars.
Emma Lee MC. No, it's Emma MC, right? Or Emma Lee?
It's like Emma and then Lee, like Bruce Lee. So like Emma Lee and then MC.
Okay, Emma Lee MC.
You got it, Siggy, over there?
This fool can't do math. Don't get him into spelling.
Don't get me into spelling and math, but, you know, if you want to talk Bruce Lee movies, we can talk Bruce Lee movies.
Hey, I want to say one time, thank you so
You're a
much
good man,
for
bro.
kicking it with us on a Friday night, taking time out of your Friday night.
yeah.
Busy man, father, a very busy artist. We really appreciate your time and appreciate you checking us out and sticking with Milk Crates and Microphones.
Hey, we roll with you, bro. We stand with you. Hope you stand with us, bro.
We got nothing but love for
appreciate
you, and we're rooting for you, and nothing but success in the future.
In the
for you,
2025, we wish you nothing but respect. So,
Hey, I appreciate y'all. God bless you guys. You guys are doing a kick-ass job. Thanks for, you know, having the platform and for shining the light on underground hip-hop, you know.
Hell yeah, bro.
And the new. It means a lot, you know. So thank you.
We appreciate
And feel free to call anytime you want when you're not even watching the
Put that
show.
number
Or
on there.
there's a telephone number. Call us anytime. Even when you're not on the show, call us some bullshit. Be like,
chop it up.
You know, I thought it was cool. I like this segment. I don't like this segment. That guy Sig pisses me off.
Tell him how much
Whatever
you hate Siegfried.
how much you hate this guy, you know, whatever you want. 376-1739. That's your phone number. There it is. Just feel free to call us. You're a good man. You're a friend of the podcast. We appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all too, man. Y'all God bless y'all. Peace.
Give it up for the one, the only Senor GGO.
Thank you,
Peace,
brother.
brother.
We appreciate you.
Peace.
Enjoy the rest of your night, homie.
Y'all.
Yeah. Hey.
What a good guy.
All right.
What a good
We
guy.
back in
The
this
senor
bitch
has
for
left the building.
real.
What a good fucking
Yeah, hey.
guy. Nice guy, man.
Again, Senor Gigio.
How'd you find that man?
.com. You know,
He found us.
I know he did, but I mean,
this is how I truly found Senor
Gigio's
Gigio.
the man,
Is
dude.
he was
Cool,
in the
cool
Instagram
guy.
feed, and I was introduced before he mailed us this great comic book and
Let me see the album. Let me see the album.
Funklore was just going through my feed, and I was seeing like this medieval rapper like doing this medieval style of rap, you
You
know,
son of a
like,
bitch.
and I was like, what is this? And then it kind of drew me in to Senor Gigio.
he's working hard because I looked at his YouTube.
for sure.
You know, and he's constantly pumping
hard
shit out,
worker.
dude. He's constantly pumping stuff out, man. What a good guy, man.
A hard worker,
Nice guy.
Damn good cartoonist, drawer.
Were you able to find the
Animator?
MC Lee? Were you able to find the
Yeah,
MC Lee?
Emma Lee MC.
Yeah, were you able to find that?
You will rest in peace.
While we're at
Yeah,
it.
Emily MC. She's off Differentia.
Guy's super
Go check
nice.
out Differentia.
My favorite thing that I showed, that I talked about, was when I asked him about that video. That I asked him about that. It was like 7-minute video. That's a. The whole. It's so many. It's not. People think Feeling Music video is like 25, 30 minutes, hour. No, it's a couple days.
Right.
Maybe
Oh, for
a
sure.
week, maybe
I mean,
a week
not
of putting things together.
probably
You know?
longer than a couple days,
Yeah,
bro.
a week or so of putting things together and.
That
I seen it. We seen the curtains cut and all that.
shit was tight.
So while we're at it,
Yo, hold on. This is who's winning the Royal Rumble tomorrow.
Oh, he brought it.
never give up.
He brought
Who
it.
is that? Cena?
You can't see me.
That's Cena. Where'd you
John
get Cena?
Cena
Where'd you
comes
get that
back.
Cena towel?
He returns tomorrow.
How'd you get that?
John Cena threw this into the crowd, and I grabbed it. Shout out
No,
to John
not true,
Cena.
not true.
Not true. Those are lies. I
Yeah.
think that's a Randy collectible. Is
He
that a
bought it.
Randy
He wiped his
collectible?
sweat and threw it into the crowd, and I caught it. Hey,
that
Cena's
a
gonna
Randy
win
collectible?
the Royal Rumble tomorrow.
It says WWF.com.
Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
check
what.
it out.
That's, who do you think makes the towels that he gets?
Cena didn't make
Don't
it
disrespect
himself.
him. He's not in distress. Turn it up. Turn it the right
He's
way.
not distressed.
He's not in
Turn
distress.
it
He's
around.
coming back
He's coming
tomorrow.
back.
He's winning the Royal
Jesus Christ.
Rumble. Who do you think?
Jesus Christ. Let me check it out.
What are you
I don't
doing?
I don't want to disrespect it. Let me check it out.
Who is going to be the secret mystery?
Oh, it's actually very nice.
Like, there's always someone that randomly joins the Rumble. Who's it going to be? Who's the surprise
Hulk Hogan.
entrant?
No.
Mankind.
No.
That, I think Mick Foley.
You ready
Who is
for it?
yours?
Mankind.
You ready? No, I
Yeah.
got mine.
How'd you get that though? Before we go any further, how'd you really get it?
I bought it at an event.
That's pretty cool. How much does that cost? Like I would say $21.
Nah, it's like 10 if that.
With tax $21.55. I would say Mick Foley. Me too. Mankind for sure.
He's lost a lot of weight.
Is he coming back to wrestle? You think he's gonna jump off some things?
Jeff Hardy, baby.
You think that really? Huh?
Is
Is Mick Foley allowed
They just-
one more match? Can he
Wait a
go
second, yeah,
one more?
He just lost 100 pounds,
Show me.
and he is back.
Show me.
And he's going to take another fall from that Hell in a Cell. He's going to do another Hell in a Cell.
No, Hardy's.
Good God! He's broken in half.
The WWF just started a
Really?
thing with TNA, so and Hardys are signed to TNA, so we're gonna get Hardy Boys.
Okay.
Also,
I
we're
can
gonna
see
get
that.
one of
I can
these.
see that.
We're gonna get one of
guy has
these.
a
There it is. Mick Foley hints entering the WWE Royal Rumble. Could the former world champion step back into the ring once again? Mick Foley has been in a mission to get himself into a better shape and be provided an
You're gonna
update.
get this.
I told you.
It's going to be Foley.
You think Big E's being...
No, it's Foley.
He hasn't been signed off to
It says
wrestle.
right here, Foley revealed during the new live weigh-in that he's now 279 from weighing 370.
Yeah, he lost
Shut
100
up,
pounds.
Matt.
That's
He's
insane.
not coming back.
He's coming back. He says he's here. He says he's here to go. He says he's here to go.
I
Ready
heard
to
he's
go.
coming back.
Ready to go. He's ready
But,
to go.
hey, shout out to John Cena, a
Foley,
true hip-hop
If you're out there, Foley,
head.
give us a call, Foley. The number is 209.
Yeah,
He
hey.
did call us one time.
He did give us
You
a,
know what?
A shout out. He gave us a Christmas shout out.
Christmas video.
While we're at it,
That's one of the greatest Christmas shows of all time.
Hell yeah.
it's one of the best.
What you
What you been listening to
got?
lately? What you
Yeah,
listening to
hey,
lately?
another shout out to Senor Gigio. Go check out his
Don't go any further.
music.
Pump the brake. Pump the brakes.
Check out his art.
Take a little pee-pee here. Take a little pee-pee. Take a little pee-pee. I'll bear back.
You got a little pee-pee? You gonna take out your little
Yeah,
pee-pee?
whatever you want.
All
I'll
right.
pee in the bucket.
Yeah.
You want pee in the bucket? I'll pee in the bucket.
Just since we're on the subject of wrestling, I just want to show this real quick because I heard this story today. This is everyone. I mean, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people know Rikishi. He's a Bay Area wrestler, native Bay Area performer / rapper. He puts it out, putting out music too. This is the dirtiest stink face of all time.
To who?
Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle claims that Rikishi.
He got poop on his face?
Rikishi, before the match, took a nasty shit.
Poop.
All right,
Didn't wipe his
and
butt.
did not wipe his ass. And he, of course, he wears the thong. Came out. He does the move. It's called the stink face, where he gets you in the turnbuckle.
Hand up. I've been on this.
Rubs your ass. Rubs his ass all in your face.
I've been on this podcast as one of the longest wrestling fans on the podcast, and I've been one that says every wrestler is full of shit.
You don't. You literally.
No, I don't think Rikishi was full of shit. I think Kurt Angle's full of shit.
Yeah, his face was full of shit.
He's making this up, bro.
The dirtiest stink face of all time.
He's making it up.
Rikishi.
Matt, don't believe this.
Listen,
Perk Angle?
We're going back to
watch
Perk
this.
Angle.
Rikishi, I'll tell a story. Rikishi did not take it, or Rikishi took a shit before the match.
He
did not
didn't.
wipe. Did
You're
not wipe.
lying.
And he does the stink face where he just rubbed it all
Really?
on
Not
Kurt
true.
Angle.
It's not true.
Is that true?
Matt.
True. This is an Olympic hero.
Kurt
An
Angle says
Olympic
this.
hero. A Hall of Fame legend. And look at what he has.
Does he get poopy in the face? Or does he get poopy in the face?
No.
His nose is brown when he gets done with it.
What I had heard though
A
is
true
that
brown noser.
is
You
what I
believe
heard
this
about.
guy? You believe this drunk, perked out
Whoa.
motherfucker?
Okay.
He's
What I had
off the
heard though,
perks.
what I had heard though, is that this man is very upset because his best matches were with your boy Chris Benoit.
Stop watching
That-
YouTube
that was
clips
his best.
and stop watching memes. I'm
And
telling
they're
you, we're
saying
becoming
his
a meme
best
culture.
work is Chris Benoit. Is that
culture.
true? Is that true?
Or a meme
Yeah.
culture.
Okay, then get away from this. Get away from this.
That's what I heard too.
You don't want me to talk
Or
about
a
it?
meme.
Get
No,
away.
his best work was with Chris Jericho.
You gonna put a beat on?
Hey.
You don't get to go
Yeah.
first. That's not the rules.
Hey.
Nope. Backsplash. Turn around. People talk a lot of whiplash without the whip, and I don't understand what's going on. Ain't got me working too hard unless you're singing on. I'll be in the great fields working with my other relatives. These motherfuckers think they're good, but I'll just be selling these kids to the youth. I mean, to the whole of it, to the Hollywoods. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I'm up to no good. And this microphone is up to me and you. I guess we splitting it. These people talk a lot of shit, but microphones, I'm gripping it. Holding on real quick till I get another snipe. These motherfuckers think they good, but at night they only cripple eyes and go inside their little bit of holes. I mean, I'm doing what I have to do with these mics exposed. I don't hold on too close unless we taking off to outer space. Think you in a different place, leave you in a different face. That we have to continue on smoking. Microphones are on, but you continue on joking.
Yo, I'm a basket case. I'm so disgusting, I might give you a motherfucking stink face.
Woo!
I don't care about your race, black or white, you're still tight. This is JS3 on the mic. In the studio tonight, feeling alright. You know how I'm doing it, pants are really tight. Got the skinny jeans popping. Yeah, I'm jocking my own self cause I'm full of wealth and full of health and I can go so long. No longer ripping the bong, but it's okay. I continue to rip the mic in a stylish type of way.
Get out of my way. I mean, I'm trapped in the cave like 90% of the day, trying to find my way. I mean, I'm stuck in a phase. Is it really the sway or is it the plague? I really don't care. Okay, we take a face, or maybe that's face value. Take what you can and then I put it against the truth, or maybe that's what we never needed. I don't really care. I just want to keep on breathing. I keep on seeing the deceiving thoughts left for this evening, or maybe we retrieving thoughts. We receive them for what they ain't or what they was in the beginning. I like to paint. Give me a brush, then I'm ending your whole entire life. Love what you suspending in type of the sky. This is not the night. This is not the time. This nor not the light. I like the way that you fight, but it's all my mic. I mean, mics get turned way down low. I don't give a fuck about your freestyle flow. Your flow isn't really freestyle. I freestyle. Well, meanwhile, you think while I think like I'll never get out. I give a fuck about now. I'm stuck inside a cloud. cloud. I'm not raining down, I'm parading upon your parade, wishing that you would change, but you still acting gay.
This man's a weatherman reporting on the news. I know what's going on now, but he might sing me the blues. I mean, I know what I need to choose, but won't even choose that factor. I know what's going on, but these rhymes don't come after. These flows don't need to be consumed. I do what I have to do, but might leave you alone in the room with no locks on the front doors or on the outside. I know what's going on now, but my mind just outcries, and I'm scared to go inside and thought of your plummet. I know what's going on now, but this microphone won't do it. I'm scared to it, so he turns up the fluid like the beats, and I know what's going on now, so I told these cats to have a seat, and I'll be lost up in this beat. I'll be lost up in this grandeur. I know what goes on, but don't know the ranger. I know I have to sit down and cause the dander. I don't know what's going on, but on this microphone I'm after. I'm stopping.
Cause the
and
dangerous,
grapsing.
never danger. Go ahead and call the ranger. Woo! I'm not a stranger of myth, I'm a stranger of this. I'm making sure that you know why the fuck you exist. It's stuck inside my fist and my radius. I'm trying to give everything I got, but I'm fading, kids. I may believe in the light, but maybe that's just me trying to grab a mic and get inside your insight.
The mic is gone and you can't even seem to consist it. I know what's going on now, but now you have to double fist it. I know what I have to do now, but you might just resist it. People talk a lot of shit now, but I still insist it.
I never insisted, there really wasn't a difference. I asked for you to keep your fucking distance. I like the way that you fit in this position, but I'd rather you sit down and straight up listen.
No need to listen. Grab microphones and continue to spit beats and stay so persistent. What I'm saying is what I'm gonna have to do it, so you better just listen. These people talk a lot of shit but never ever glisten. Never were shiny enough to even get a look at. What I'm saying is kinda different with a couple tooth wraps, and I know I have to spit this without spitting loogies. Everybody thinks they good, but they ain't been up in my movies. I know where the fuck you been from, and I know that you were local. Milk crates and microphones, spitting bifocals.
Bifocals. Buy local, wishing that some of these motherfuckers were coastal. Oh no, I think I got him in a chokehold. Everybody else is at the brothel. I like the way that you juggle, but some of these cats don't understand the struggle. My knuckles are always bloody. Some of these cats are so putty. I mean silly, these kill me. I feel these cats will never be able to keep up. Why the fuck do you wanna turn the beat up? I eat up MCs that think the way that you thinking. I get you inside of your mind and straight blinking, sinking your seat like you were Abe Lincoln, drinking like you were thought not to be bringing any type of pain to the arrangement. I give a fuck about the way that you walk through the basement. I take clarification and straight erase them. I give a fuck about the fuck that you are saying.
Whatever you saying, as long as the sun keeps rising. I know what's going on my horizon. People think they're good, but now I might just be surviving. Beat continues on, but I don't know if I might just be lies, and I don't know where I'm from. But you better stand up. The microphone is on, but I don't understand what. You speak a lot of this, but I don't speak a lot of Hut. But I don't know where I've been, but I better order Pizza Hut. I know what time it is, but I don't know if you just might be a slut. This microphone is on, but everybody goes about the cuts. Put some alcohol up in it, burn it, make it clean. I know what's going on now. This microphone just meant so mean, and I don't know if you know, but I know the food's in the oven. People talk a lot of shit, microphones continue shoving. I'm not ready to go unless you tell me you drunk, and I know what's going on now. This beat continues funk. I'm not here ready to go, but I smell the skunk. These people must be burning the good stuff. Must be burning the good stuff.
Must be good in the good stuff. Might be looking up, or maybe that's just the way that it gets. I think it's getting tough. I like the way that we be pushing it. I push it up. I push what you can, but you be pushing it cause it's love. Maybe it's inconsistent, or maybe it's the way we dipping, or maybe it's the things that you sipping. I think you ripping, or maybe we living inside of a different dimension. I like the way you getting a part of this existence. I sit in this position, so you know where I'm at. I like the way you look at me from the back. I like the things that I got in my backpack. And whenever I spray my name, I do it with fat caps. I know where you at, you know where I've been. And when you see me, I always got my pen. I really don't need friends, I be writing them down. I be putting them in my books, I put them in the sound. Gather around, you can feel it all about it. I don't think you understand, I'm stuck inside the clouds, bitch. This night not get turned down quick. I don't give a fuck, cause I'm all about the sound with all of the energy that I be giving up. Maybe it's the enemies that be spitting they love. I like the way that you be getting inside of the middle, but I don't really give a fuck. Different color Skittles, yeah.
Oh. Get him, Siggy. Get him.
Yeah. Yo, never
So
give
we get
up.
it really, really tough.
Never give up. You can't see me. You don't know what's in my cup. You wanna be me. Sometimes I trip, I stumble and fall. I might join the Royal Rumble and just brawl. Getting down like a crazy dude. Got something wrong, call Ann Fong man.
Submarining. Going deep in the deep
You got
season.
something wrong?
Call Ann Fong.
Call Ann Fong.
I ain't lying when I go deep diving. Motherfuckers ain't they good, but they ain't even coming close to this horizon. When I might just stand outside to get the pies, and people think they know what's going on, but they downsizing. I don't know what time it is, but microphones get ringing. People think they good when they start singing. I don't know if you a true MC or a lyricist. People think they know what time it is, but they ain't coming this. I know what it is when you step up in this house. You grab this microphone now, and then you sleep up on the couch. I mean, you spit a lot of flows. Then it sounds real nice, but when it comes to working good, your work ethic goes outside. I mean, hold on, I thought we had to do it. You would do it on Monday kind of guy when you spit fluids. I know what happens now when I have to touch this microphone. You tell me you spit microphones but never leave them home. I'm here to spit this chrome. You're here to spit the bronze. You ain't even coming close to bringing home the gold. I know what time it is, and now I'm selling out my soul. Microphones are getting warm, and while yours is getting cold.
I thought you had the soul. I heard your first album, that shit went triple gold. Everything I thought you would never fold. And then I heard your second album and I was like bold. It was a choice I wouldn't make. You were using your voice, but your voice it sounded fake. I thought we had a deal to keep it real. But then I realized you sold out all your skill. You put on, lost it. What happened to the And then I heard your second album, it sounded like coffins. Maybe that was just not a sophomore slump. I wish that I didn't have to explore the love that I thought that I had for this hip hop. Then it made me wanna go back to wearing flip flops.
I still got my soul. I'm a demon slayer. Shout out to Atmosphere Idea and Rhyme Sayers.
Get him, Siggy. Open this one up.
All right, this is it.
Rip the chest, Siggy. Rip it from the chest. Start
Last
new.
one.
Start new. Get it.
Freestyle Friday. Shout out to the Milk and Mike peeps. Yeah, you know me, I'm like TLC, I continue to creep. I'm getting down, I might seep into your eardrums. I'm just rapping for fun. I feel the ripes and the rhythms. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm having convulsive chisms. I might spit a fucking different word that you've never heard. I flip the shit, it's so absurd. Don't cut me off yet. I'm gonna cut you off, bitch. And there's no disrespect.
Yeah!
You wanna get at me? I'll get back at you. Come on, girl. Ann Fong, what you gonna do? I got the backup from Lodi 209, representing that shit until I die. Residing in the 916, pick up sticks. My raps are so legit, I don't wanna quit.
Don't quit. He said he's crashed the Chevy. Something's wrong. We stuck on the levee. Who am I gonna call? I ain't gonna say it. Ann Fong's ready to go, no delaying. She showed up and said, who the fuck's in charge? I said, I was driving this motherfucking car at large. She said, what are you doing? Have you intoxicated? I said, I had a couple beers, but I threw them out. You understand what's hating? She said, no, you can't do that. I said, Ann Fong, get to going with the crew raps. She said, everything's gonna be alright. You called me at the right time, so fuck those other cats, nice. I don't know where that was going.
Nice.
This ain't a projection for Ann Fong.
This ain't a commercial.
No.
Or maybe it's perfect for the people that want to keep it inside of the peripheral. I ain't really living. I'm just trying to find the difference. I'm an alien that's submitting to all of the pain that I've been given. I don't really understand my position, but I guess I'm still living. Maybe it ain't really the paint that I've been painting. Or maybe it's a different than the game that really isn't changing. Or maybe it's the plague. I don't really know the difference. Really, do you know where you stand? Do you like the standings? I don't give a fuck, cause I know where my man's is. I grab my mind, that's all I really need. Then I spit a rhyme, I have something dope and I can't remember. That's alright, that happened to me last December. And back then it really didn't care if you entered the back or the front. Now I know where I'm limber.
Jesus Christ! Enter the back or the front, now I know where I'm limber? Good Lord!
It all just works so perfect.
God. This man's a sick man.
A sick bastard.
Oh.
You a rat bastard.
Sick ass turds. Sick ass
turds.
turds.
Freestyle Friday.
Free.
Let me ask you this.
Free.
What have you seen?
Shout out to Ann Fong though. Hey, you got
Shout
something
out.
wrong?
Call Ann Fong.
Call.
What have you seen lately? What do you recommend? What have you watched? What do you think's really good for you lately that you're just like moved by?
Like TV show wise
Anything.
or movies?
Music, anything you're moved by lately. What have you listened to that you're just like, man, I missed out.
Yosemite, not Yosemite.
No,
Yellowstone
Yellowstone?
finished up. Now it's your chance. Now you can watch from start to
I can't
beginning.
believe
What about Yellow
you stopped,
Jackets?
You came back.
You never watched Yellow Jackets?
Yeah, they have a
No.
new season
The
coming
new
out.
season's coming out on the 14th. You have time.
I heard it was what?
No, it's
I finally finished.
crazy. How good is Yellow Jackets, Sig?
It's good.
Last of Us? And
New
Last of
season's
Us
coming
ain't
out.
coming
How
back
good
till
is
like
it?
2027.
I haven't seen it.
That's coming out 2026, they said. You never watched Yellow Jackets?
No, I haven't seen. Season 2's not out yet. We can't
No,
watch
season
it.
2's out.
Well,
Yellow Jackets.
Season
Season
3 then.
3's
Season
not
3
out.
then.
Yeah,
My bad,
it's
my
about
bad.
to come
Season
out the
3.
14th,
Season 3.
coming up in February.
You're right. Season 3. Yo,
It's
go
gonna be amazing.
Go check out American Primeval.
What's that one about?
It's on Netflix. We talked
I remember
about
you
it
talked
with
about it last
Afro
time.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, cowboys versus Native Americans versus
That's right,
versus
that's right,
Mormons
that's right.
versus the U.S. Army
Versus the Puerto Ricans,
It's
right?
like
At the end, it's the Puerto Ricans.
1800s in Utah. People are just traveling all over. It's crazy. It gets deeper and deeper.
You got Paramount Plus?
You got
Paramount
way
Plus?
way
You got
down.
Paramount Plus?
Yes.
You got Paramount Plus?
Yes.
What?
You have Paramount Plus?
No, I don't. I've thought about getting it because I keep seeing stuff that's.
I have
on there
everything
only.
now. Now I'm totally
If
everything.
you got
now.
Paramount
There's
Plus,
nothing good on
Paramount
it.
Plus, Peacock, Hulu, Netflix,
Go watch
Disney.
1883.
Okay.
Then watch 1923, and then watch Yellowstone.
And then watch Young Guns 1, Young Guns 2.
You haven't watched you. You haven't, have you?
I've watched Young Guns 1 and 2.
Who hasn't?
He hasn't watched Young Guns 1 and 2. Then you got to
I've
go
seen
back.
Young
You got to
Guns.
watch.
The Young Guns 1
You got to
and
watch
2.
Back to Future. After you watch Young Guns 1 and 2, you got Back to Future 3, and then just 2. You don't watch 1, and then you turn around right there, and then you watch fucking Ninja Turtles number 2.
You guys got a song pick.
What I've been
Yeah, I got a
recommending.
song pick. Come on.
What show I've been recommended to watch is
Wait a
called,
minute.
It's called Severance. Have you heard of
Oh,
Severance?
yeah, I have heard of that.
I've never seen it. I keep seeing it and hearing about it.
Have you been to the new Pizza Hut in Lodi?
I don't eat Pizza Hut.
Fire.
Okay, time out. Have you watched Landman?
You know why?
Have you watched
I used to
Landman?
work at Pizza Hut.
No, I don't eat.
can't
I don't
do
eat
it.
that kind of stuff. I don't eat dough all the time
It's
anymore.
okay.
I quit the
It's
bread.
okay
I quit
if
the
you
bread.
do.
But I
No-
went the other day.
no
The Pizza Hut
disrespect.
was fucking fire.
If I didn't work there, I maybe would eat there.
It's amazing.
Have you watched Landman?
Landman.
I watched Man on Lands.
Landman.
I've never heard of it. Is that a show or a movie?
Yeah, it's a show.
Okay.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob. I thought you didn't like Billy Bob.
Billy Bob
All right.
Thornton?
That's what
I
you
got a
thought.
song.
Check the past
Ready to go?
podcast if you don't believe me. And
I
you
said
won't-
I
it'll be
didn't like
confirmed.
Bad Santa.
No, you said you
I
didn't
like Bad
Billy
Santa.
Bob.
All right,
said-
my song is,
we
you
talked
ready?
about also Bad News Bears.
You ready?
Yes. What's up?
Song pick for me, DMX, The Professional.
No, we can't do that.
Yes, we can.
Sorry, come back with me.
What are you talking about?
Come back to me.
Why? Are we
You got a
doing
song
what we do?
pick, Sig?
Yeah, I
Show
got.
them how to do
I
this.
got one.
I got a song
All
pick.
right.
Show 'em how
If
to
we're
do
gonna
it.
do it like we do
Give me.
it.
I want this one. Senior Gigio.
Oh, this
featuring
the
Opio.
disrespect.
The new narrative music video, please. This is
Play the video, though.
animated
Play the
by
video.
Senior Gigio.
Play the
and
video.
Features one of my favorite artists,
Yes.
Opio.
But if
Opio.
you don't have the video, I don't want to see it.
This is dope. Yeah, please put up the video.
the video.
This is off Funklore. We talked about Funklore, the album.
Yes.
Um,
No video, no play.
yeah.
How about that?
This is one of my favorite tracks off the album.
I got a song. I just
Again.
wanted to be a smart ass. Let me be a smart ass. Fuck your life.
Senior Gigio.
Play the song.
Dot
though.
Bandcamp. Dot
And tell them what YouTube.
com.
Tell YouTube what they said.
You want me to bang
No,
yeah.
fuck. Okay, if you're gonna
It's
Bandcamp it,
It's on there. It's on there. I just watched it myself. Come on, this man. I don't know why.
this
but
one
he-
looks at
he
it and
always
goes, "You want
has
me to
trouble
Bandcamp this?"
Finding.
How about you just go to a
just
history
type
of
in
dreams?
Senior Gigio and Opio. Okay.
You want me to Bandcamp this? Look, this guy's confused too. You want me to Bandcamp
It'll-
this?
it'll
What are
be
you
it.
telling me?
No, this man just. I don't know why he always has trouble finding.
This guy's high as the
stuff on
sky,
YouTube.
Sig. He's high as the sky. Look at this
Right
man. This
there.
guy's in the sky right now, Sig. Give this guy a break. He's in the skies
okay,
right now.
It's okay.
Yours are
I'm
so
just,
gay,
I'm
bro.
just giving.
Play the video. Where's the song?
I
Where's
don't use this word often. but
Yes?
This is the time to use it.
Are you gonna say we're so gay?
These guys are faggots.
Yes, we are. We're big faggots. Thank you.
Hip hop.
Hold on. Can
All
we
right,
put the
play
video?
a song quick.
You see, we at this time right now.
Just gonna give us
You
a
got the
disgusting.
opportunity to step to the mic.
So we're not gonna play a song?
Let's start it from the beginning.
Play it
here.
from the beginning.
This is the new narrative. Senor Gigio.
Living out the story of our lives. We play key roles in
With Opio.
Yeah,
and it's
baby.
all animated, put
It's
together by
hip-hop.
Senor Gigio.
You see, we at this time right now where you got the opportunity to step to the mic, say something new, and tell your story. What it's gonna be. As we continue living out the story of our lives, we play key roles in the story of the times. Get with the changes, cause history repeats. Seems to be the speech and it's trickery indeed. Dormant sleepers sell off a story that they sell you. No knowledge self going to more show to tell you. Who's your father, Luke? The type of life for the tabloids. Only in it for the exploits, like we never had a choice since the Emerald Tablets got destroyed by the asteroid. Killjoy to a fantastic voyage. Old Blues brother, where art thou? I'm Dan Aykroyd, and the band's null and void. Distorted out the noise, and all I heard was his angelic voice sounding like Sharon Jones saying,
Why was he trying to sell it as a beard?
And flip a narrative of your own, these legendary dope flows.
No?
Whoa, it's not a fairy tale,
To go.
Holmes. Pocket full of stones weighing heavy on your soul. Paramilitary parachute
fuck
to
you,
a zone
Zay.
in the war of the world. Can you make it out alone?
Good God!
Man versus machine, is your arrogance controlled?
Hey,
I'm here
fuck
to let
you,
you
Matt.
know.
I
Humility
do
is
anything, so
growth.
I'm chilling.
Seduced by a screen, what's there, what you know, unaware of the mirrors, and there's plenty of smoke. My ancestors spoke through my genetic code. They mix it up in CRISPR and sell it at the stove. Don't ever get it twisted, your intellect is golden, molded through joy and pain. Brief moments, extended eternal. I turn on a dime, then burn you and shimmy and shake through the inferno. Re-emerge full circle, reborn, the journey begins again, workflow.
It's time for the new narrative. It starts from within. You carry it. You searching for the truth, dude. There it is. The new narrative. It's time for the new narrative. Love, honor, and peace. That's true heritage. Drop wisdom on them. Let the youth carry it. The new narrative. 8 billion stories to tell, but all we hear is the same one. I start mine with the place and time that I came from. 80s baby out the bay, product of Ray Gun and Iran Contra on both sides. That's why I give props to the most high, cause I wasn't fortified to be a low life. So I know why folks' minds polarize over them old lies, but the truth I etch in stone don't die.
Right. Cold world when the doves won't cry, the slugs gon' fly and the blood gon' spill. The mud gets slung, but the sun don't chill. Old made a lane so my young guns build. See it in my eyes that I come from the real.
Hey, when you
I
do
touch
something
the
like this,
sky
how long do you think it
a
takes to
magnetic
do?
field.
When you
Oakland
draw
is
that
home
shit
where I
like
hold
that?
my
Weeks.
skills. Won't
That's the thing.
compromise
It has to
with the
go
whole
long
5
fucking
bills.
months.
It's time for the new narrative.
Years.
It starts from within.
You years, nigga, you
searching for the truth,
crazy.
dude. There it is.
Little spin-off of
My boy Brandon's on one tonight. This fool out killing people's hearts tonight.
Heritage. Drop wisdom on them. Let the youth carry
He
it.
out heartbreaking tonight. He don't give a fuck.
Centuries.
Shout out to Senor Gigio.
All right, do me a
Opio.
favor. Just play that new History of Dreams for me off Senor Gigio. It's
Hell
a
yeah.
brand new. It just came out 2 days
Throw
ago.
up the video.
Yeah, throw up the
He's
video.
got so many good videos. And he
History of Dreams, please, for me.
He does a lot of them. A lot of the work himself.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, SenorGigio.bandcamp.com.
Or history.
History. Dreams, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Don't forget about Senor Gigio's song pick of the week. I hope you remember it.
I got it right here.
Good.
Emma Lisi MC.
Emma Lee
MC Chocolate Bar Delight.
No, it's not called Chocolate Bar Delight.
I just look. I'll slide my hand right. It is. I'm coming close.
That's the album she has.
I'm coming close.
What's the track called?
The track's called.
You got it. You got it.
Mad.
Like it's 93.
Like it's 93.
Featuring
like
Master
93.
Ace.
I got like 93 written at the bottom. Look at like 93. It's in there. It's some scribbles. Some
Introduce your
scribbles.
song.
Here we go.
Introduce your
My
song.
story, though.
Introduce your song.
You want me to introduce my song? This your boy Senior fucking GG over here. A History of Dreams. Official music video. Get on it.
It's brand new.
Don't fuck around with us.
Always told I never make it in the world so mean, but I had this music to build up self-esteem. I was so creative, so much imagination.
Turn it up.
I guess that's just where you end up when you need escaping. Daydreaming,
Thank
please
you.
don't wake me. It's almost bedtime. Hold on. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I can run through. But if I stay alive, keep my head in the fight, maybe these dreams might come true. And maybe I will be the greatest dreamer to ever dream a dream. But it could never be what it seems. cause it's a dream, and they blew it away. Now it's turned something substantial. I'm a man now, look what have you. A baby boy who called me daddy, a woman with them both looking at me. Go all out, go in, go the mile, never give up or give in, throw the towel. Now those dreams don't mean what they used to mean to me. Cause now I got real love, it grows, love grows down, when it grows up, turn my life upside down. Those dreams don't mean what they used to mean to me. When I was a young dude, all I had was a vision. It didn't make sense living in the world contradicting. They say be yourself, just don't be so damn different. I didn't fit it, I couldn't dig it. I crashed the system, so I stopped listening. Everybody soliciting opinions, and they move so suspicious. Cause I don't got a dollar to buy what they pitching. Instead I follow my intuition. Though nothing is promised, at least I'm honest. I ain't gon' hold you, that's against my conscience. I keep it moving, change is constant.
Good God!
Stop singing it.
It might not mean much when you stacking that green up, but it took me places that I got no regrets. If you ain't been there, you can't enlighten me. I'm still a contender with so much fight in me. Go all out, go in, go the mile, never give up or give in, throw the towel. Those dreams don't mean what they
Come on, dude.
What am I doing?
Cause now I got real love, it grows, love grows down, when it grows up, turn my life upside down. So those dreams don't mean what they used to mean.
Jesus Christ! Romance.
All I had was a dream. All I had was
Like that television. Like that television. Yeah! I'm not gonna lie, this man works.
Hey,
This man
you can
works.
see the diversity in his different
This
skills.
man works.
He can rap fast. He can
You
rap
can see the
singy-songy.
diversity in his skills.
The diversity, most definitely. He can get singy songy. He can get rapping really fast.
Singy-songy.
Yeah. Shout out to Montez.
Daddy Simba.
Shout out to Montez.
I saw that. Also, he was born on April Fools. April Fools.
Okay.
So is he real?
So is he a real nigga?
They didn't know if it was a
joke
real
or-
thing that was happening.
Until they seen him, looked in his eyes and said, "You a real nigga."
Yeah, he's real.
Here we go. We're gonna get that 1 a.m. Yeah. This is a song called Purpose.
Hell yeah.
Tell me about it.
This is the artist that he told us that he was working with 1 a.m.
Yep.
From New York.
She's
New York City.
featured in a number of his songs.
Pretty sure he said New York City. And we're going to listen to this song to get a little bit more comfortable and equated with.
I would love to get comfortable.
Equated. I've never heard this word before. Tell me more about equated.
You want to get equated with 1
Okay, sounds
a.m.
about right,
and
sounds
Senior
about right.
GGO, then you need to listen to Purpose.
We need to get equated with these motherfuckers.
Purpose. All right, this is 1 a.m. and Senior GGO. This is Purpose.
Cali Bearers.
I was wondering what his hair looked like.
Cali Bears. That's
Checky.
Hey, yo, check it. They see us out here. Sometimes they know what we out here doing.
He looks like he'd be related to Jaime.
One LOVE in my heart. I do my part as I sell more CDs than Rasputin. You can catch me moving. Never see me slipping unless you high on illusions. I'm choosing my freedom. I ain't paid by the hour, but I can't give away my power. Cause it comes from God, not the PG and E towers and 5G signals. My frequency louder. I'm proud to roll with real artists like 1 a.m. Break through the walls, there's only one way in. Do it for my fans, set my people free, but you don't understand. So I'ma keep it G. You can read it on the history lessons when I'm done with it. You try to stop me, but I'm committed. And even your kids benefit from my actions. So I work hard with everlasting compassion. Love is my purpose.
I know what my worth is.
Love is my purpose.
Yeah, I know what my worth is.
Love is my purpose.
Are you not in?
I'm in. You're blowing his
Turn
ass
it
up.
Love is my purpose.
Yeah, I know what my worth is. Stepping out my comfort, getting in that zone. Sometimes life make you get it on your own. Counting all the wins, even if they coming slow. There's always gonna be pain if he out here trying to grow. I'm out here trying to go, kinda like a rolling stone. No time for the gram, you better hit me on the phone. When I got a problem, gotta take it to the throne. Cali Bears bring light, yeah, we about to make it known. Oh no, we don't take no for an answer. Never stay down, yeah, we taking back our power. Killing bad thoughts, spreading light, that's the answer. Yeah, we spread light, that's the answer. Keep on, keep that dream in motion. It's all hard work, never magic potion. This is something you can feel, that's real emotion. Breaking bread with the fam, that's real devotion. It only gets harder when you focused on the prize. Bitter muscle from the weight, I know it's heavy on the mind, but we trying to share the news while you out here on the grind. What's your purpose? Woo! Love is my purpose.
I know what my worth is.
Love is my purpose.
Yeah, I know what my worth is.
Love is my purpose.
I know what my worth is.
Yeah,
love is my purpose. I know what my worth is.
It's crazy they filmed that at Lodi Lake too.
No, it looks like it.
1000%, bro.
It looks like it.
1000%.
Yeah, let's get into the Senior GGO song pit. Matt's got it over there.
There we go.
Give it to us one more time.
It's Emily MC. It's Chocolate Fucking Bar is the album. The song is Like 93.
Like it's 93. Featuring the legendary
Mad
Ace.
Yes, Masta Ace. Sorry,
Not
my handwriting's a little scrubbly
My
over
goodness.
Here.
This
It's
guy
a little
can't even
scrappy
read his own writing.
I can't even read it. I'm telling you,
that's bad.
I've had a few.
That's
Can't
bad.
read your. Hey, after a few, you can't read your own too. I understand.
But hey, that's okay. Emily MC and Rockwell featuring Masta Ace, Like It's 93.
I just want to let you guys know. Appreciate you guys tonight.
Yeah, we
appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming out. You guys.
Appreciate
Thanks
you.
for
Even
coming
this
out.
guy is throwing nothing but hate tonight.
He's a
I
hate.
still
He
love him.
is. I'm not lying.
You
The
guys.
guy's throwing fire tonight.
Well, I appreciate you.
The man's
Going
throwing
through
fire.
some
Whoa.
You was always very necessary.
my own podcast.
With the salt and pepper, Fat Joe, you represent me. In my juvenile hell, you asked me.
Time out.
You're starting your own podcast. He
Emily.
says. He's gonna. Wait a minute. He wanted to pause to let us know he started his own podcast.
Emily,
Throw it up on the
MC,
screen. Yeah.
and Rockwell feet. Yeah, we can put it up on the screen.
Throw it up
Of
there.
course we can. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? What's wrong with you? You son of a bitch.
Let's see it. Let's see
Oh,
it.
let's get it up on the screen.
And then we can introduce it one
You
more
know how
time.
to put it up on the screen?
Yeah.
Come over here and put it up on the screen.
I got you. You switch it over, then you
And
get the
get
audio,
audio on
and you
there.
get the audio over
Get
the
the audio on
headphone
there.
only or whatever, and then you just own.
You get the audio
This
on
is the
there, dog.
Senior GGO song pick of the week.
Get other headphones.
Get
Man,
the-
From
get
yours
the headphone
truly.
port. Oh, yep, there it is, man. There it is.
Hell yeah.
We're coming closer. We're coming closer, Sig. We're
We're
coming
almost
closer.
there. Just
We're-
gotta
we're
make it a
figuring
little
out
bigger.
all the
Perfect.
points.
Yo. Emily MC and Rockwell.
Going through some things.
Featuring Masta Ace.
You was
Like
always
It's
very necessary.
93.
With the salt and pepper, Fat Joe, you represent me. In my juvenile hell, you asked me to go steady. Met my balloon mind state, said we'd be legendary. Word to Dell, there was never no need for alarm. Black as an 8-ball, you love how I'm coming out hard. You love my organic roots and midnight we maraud. We own black business and had a players ball. But now suddenly I'm an outcast. You got 99 problems and I'm an empath. It was till death do us part. We was gurus of jazz. Now the beef is on with your King T trifling ass. Wasn't supposed to feel this kind of pain. Everyday Black Sunday, I'm queen of black rain. Digital underground syndromes and clickbaits. Now it's a black moon whenever you enter the stage. You better ask somebody for you, yo, switch the topic. Having to tell you back the fuck up from my precious onyx. I'm calling space with Masta Ace to slaughterhouse your nonsense. So just protect your neck, this conscious daughter's out the mosh pit.
I'm just trying to see you.
She's hard as fuck.
Super dope.
See the way you do it.
I love you.
I'ma keep doing
Like it's not serious, vinyls and tapes, styles that's versatile.
You heard
Digging
this
in
already
the
before,
crates,
Sig?
with planets to doggy style.
heard this
Record
before?
scratch on a changing generation. Bad record deals,
about all
mass
songs that
incarceration, new media, seeds of industry. A
heard it
whole
like
new wave
4
of
weeks
golden
ago.
era MCs, corporate
believe
strings, South and Midwest spring. Best and worst of my
I like how it
favorite
looks old, but the
things.
lines
To be
that
clear,
go
I ain't
through.
mad at
It's mine
reinvention.
now.
To be honest, the gatekeeping part of why we stressing. In God we trust and free market, you trusted hooligans. You took my native tongue and let them brand new begin. Thought I was down with the king, now I'm planning the cool. Life's too short, get in where you fit in, boo. Still Diamond D on my fingers, strictly for my niggas, just trust that. This is deeper than the return of the boom bap. I live and die this hip hop, this is hip hop of today. But work the church won't get the props, I can't always hooray. I'm still your inner city griot from the far side. Lethal injecting hieroglyphics for the long time.
Hard.
Those are all albums that released in '93.
Be creative or die.
That's crazy.
You see it?
I can see
CDs, vinyls, and tapes. Styles is versatile. Digging in the crates, digging with planets and doggy styles. Record scratch on a changing
Let me see those
generation.
A's.
Bad record deals, mass incarceration. New media, seeds of industry. A whole new wave of golden era MCs. Corporate strings, South and Midwest spring. Best and worst are my favorite things.
Love is a loaded word. I hear you say you love me, but what you do to me is so absurd. How you let these other dudes spit in my face? How you even let these dudes get in my space? Can't you see they just trying to get rich off me? You don't even say a word, you just sit softly and quietly. You're complicit like white indifference. All I needed was the right assistance. Now we gotta say goodbye like flight attendants. To everything we built, it was quite tremendous. But now it's all in the shambles. We try to put it back together, it's a scandal. That's when they say that we living in the past. They don't understand all we've given in the past. Now there's all these fallen trees on the course. Will this separation lead to divorce? I don't know. Woo!
I'm just trying to see you. Free love like it's 93. See you look especially well. See the way you do it.
I love you.
I'm gonna keep doing
Like it's not CDs, vinyls, and tapes. Styles is versatile. Digging in the crates, digging with planets and doggy styles. Record scratch on a changing generation. Bad record deals, mass incarceration. New media, seeds of industry. A whole new wave of golden era MCs.
Emma the MC, Emma Lee MC, feat Master Ace.
Yo, Master Ace.
Like 1993. Hey, that video is hard because it looks old too because it is that reeling.
Oh yeah,
how the reeling.
It's like it's 93.
Yeah, it's
right. It looks like it's 93. And I didn't catch it at first. All those albums she's naming are from 1993.
Tupac, all those
Super
ones.
dope.
Far Side, all of them. Onyx.
Throw that all together. And yeah, think about it. 93 had a lot of good albums.
I just feel like at that point in time, hip hop was at a fucking head point of like, this is what it is now. Let's start creating shit.
It was very creative, very, very lively at that point.
It had a shape to it at that point, you know?
Yeah, that's like what?
That's like
19.
What's 93 right now?
Years and
93.
Yeah,
93 is 30.
Yeah,
2 years ago.
No, I'm saying after 75 when hip hop was
about
created.
18 years. Yeah,
So you're like
18
years into the genre, right? And you're really feeling it at that point. So.
Can believe it's 32 years ago.
High.
So what do you got for me?
Yeah, I cannot believe it.
Before
1993 was 32 years ago.
Before we wind down here, what do you got for me?
You know where I went in 1993?
Where?
To the 1993 Royal Rumble at Sacramento Arena.
Yeah, that's what I got for you. Tune in tomorrow, Royal Rumble. We'll see John Cena, his return. This
You guys
is
coming over?
Yeah,
this is
we'll put some money on entrance.
This is his returning match. He's retiring.
You
this
want
year,
in?
his final run.
Everybody
His
gets
final run.
everyone gets 5 entries.
Yeah, his final run
for
here.
$20. Everyone throws $20 in,
baby.
You get 5 entries.
Shit, Royal Rumble's so.
You gonna come over?
Yeah, no, I already got plans for the Rumble.
Son of a bitch, where are you going?
I'm going to watch it with my pops.
What a nice
Good
guy.
God,
You're gonna be
your
in
pops
town
is
though,
watching
right?
the Rumble?
Yeah.
So we go to your
So
pop's
tell them to
house.
come over here.
Tell them to
Tell
your
pops
pops.
to
Yeah,
My
barbecue
pops
here.
over here.
Barbecue here,
We'll bring
baby.
Dad over here.
Barbecue
We'll watch the
here.
Rumble. But yeah, I already have Rumble plans. It's been planned for a while. I've been looking forward to this, and he's not.
Matt, you want to come over?
He's
I'm
not
down to
too
come
usually
over.
into
I'm
wrestling
down.
anymore.
Flanders coming over.
I'm down to come. I ain't doing nothing. I'm chilling.
Little
I'm
Mark will
relaxing.
come over.
Oh, Rannigan Collectibles. Rannigan Collectibles.
Rannigan Collectibles will definitely take my spot tomorrow. I'll make sure to get the invite. Everything sent in. The RSVP will come.
We'll talk to AJ.
Nice.
We'll get it all.
Nice. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys today. You guys are great.
Keep watching the X-Files. It only gets better.
It's very open-ended, though.
It
I don't
only
like
gets
that open-ended
better.
shit. It's too much open-ended for me.
Who you like better, Mulder or Scully?
Scully, she's so hot.
What about Skinner?
My favorite guy on the whole fucking show so far is the guy with the long blonde hair that looks like fucking Wayne's World. You only see him every once in a while. The nerdy guy there. You shot when the nerdy homies
they're
come.
like the UFO dudes that are all
they're the
smart.
conspiracy guys.
Yep.
Yeah, but I like Scully way better.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's cool
But
because
she doesn't believe.
But until she gets that chip in her neck, and they're like,
yeah.
"Well, why does it have barcode on it?" Bitch knows.
She
The
kinda
bitch
got
knows.
abducted,
The
right?
bitch knows.
But anyway.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. Milk Crates and Microphones, all the milk people, These Milk Boys over here, we really respect you for tuning in. If you've been listening to us on podcast apps such as Spotify and Milk Crates, or no, on iTunes, what are you doing? Go watch us on YouTube. Go like us on YouTube. Go subscribe on YouTube, and go leave a fucking comment on YouTube. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to the guy across from me, your boy, his boy.
Good man.
Couldn't do it without this man.
Good men only in this fucking crowd. Good people only in this circle. And I appreciate everyone being here tonight. God didn't create this shit, but we did. I'm going to continue to create this shit every other week. And like I've always been said, I only fear two things in this fucking life. It's Jesus and milk crates and microphones. Let's keep it real, baby.
And fear is only fear until fear is appearing. Woo! Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to the man to the left of me. You know who he is, Triple Sig.
Yo,
Uncle Siggo.
I'll be with you.
Sig Justice.
I'll be there with you. Hey, shout out to the Milk people. Shout out to Senior Gigio. Shout out to you. Keep riding, keep rolling. It's 2025. We're keeping it alive. And we got some really special guests coming up. Special episode this coming Thursday. We're doing one big for you. Keep watching.
Yeah. We're going to have some
back-to-back.
The hope right now is this Thursday coming up. We're going to have a couple of great guests inside the studio doing something that
doing
you
what
love
they do
to
best.
see.
Doing what they do best.
If you watch this podcast, you love hip-hop. And if you love hip-hop, you'll love to see what we got Thursday. Thank you so much for kicking it with us. Thank you to Sig. Thank you to my boy Yamas. Couldn't do without him. And an extra thank you to Senior Gigio. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and spending time with us, and also for rocking with Milk Crates and microphones, because it means everything to us. As you know, as an artist, as somebody that does creative shit, to have somebody that rocks with you, it means fucking everything. So to have people like that in our corner, it means so much to us. Thank you so much for kicking it with us, for rocking with us, for sticking with us. We're going to continue to ride.
If you're here and you're with us and you listen to us, it feels good to be a part of this whole thing.
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate everybody being a part of this whole thing with us.
And as always, do not kill yourself, America, because we love you.
It's life.
Peace the